goes down and up there. Are you guys trying to contact me? Oh, you guys are already? Alright, awesome. Sweet, I'll just put you guys on out now. Sweet.
We're live streaming of the big Anzac Day game at Willunga today between Willunga and McLaren, the two neighbours. Should be a beauty, Nifty.
Yeah, it should be. Welcome everybody to the Anzac Day clash against the two neighbours. It's actually Derby round, this one, isn't it?
It is. We've got another game on Saturday.
And another one getting played tonight, because Langhorne Creek and Strathalbyn over at Langhorne Creek tonight, playing in there over there. So they're picking away about 6:30 tonight. This one, of course, has been live streaming on this one. Video, we've had the ceremony there for the Anzacs. Out in the middle, both sides are up and are ready to rock and roll. Willunga are heading towards the primary school end, or towards the north, towards Adelaide, and McLaren are kicking up towards the hills. And Trev, Oval looks in pretty good nick.
Certainly is, Nifty. It's, like I said, overcast conditions here. The clouds come over, quite grey. Don't really think there's going to be anything in it as far as weather-wise goes. But it's the wind has picked up a little bit and it's coming from the sea straight to the hills, basically, the look of it. So it shouldn't affect either end. And the Oval, like I said, is dry-ish, but considering where the weather around the countryside, it's in pretty good nick ones.
Yeah, well, that's not the mockers on the weather you put on the poor bloke from Yankulilla last week in Cannon Bay, mate, when he was dead in front and missed the goal. It does look a bit dark and overcast, but it's good for us. The sun's hiding behind that big cloud up there in the sky, but perfect conditions for football. Bit of a breeze blowing straight across the Oval from the old grandstand there at the Willunga Oval, straight across to the new Clubroom side, so straight across the Oval.
Certainly is. Like I said, it shouldn't affect anyone. Normally, Willunga play this side up to this top side, which we are in the broadcast.
I think everybody plays this side now, don't they? I think they've worked it out over all the years.
Yeah, but it's the defensive side you have to go down the bottom, and it's just too risky up the top, and because of it just seems closer to it, to the goals. You seem to be wider, deeper down on that Clubroom side.
If we can just have a break for a sec, Trevor, we'll see if we can get onto the
just have a short break here before we get the bounce back to the studio.
Here to commence this game on Anzac Day, at the Willunga Oval. Up she goes, Ruckman goes up, Willunga gets it and taps it down. Comes back down. The umpire immediately finds one for tagging onto it, and it goes around to Boyd, I reckon. It's Sean Beath. Beath goes up. That's a poor kick, though, and he finds the opposition on the forward back flank here. Allison with the ball. He'll short kick up here and goes up the wing, going up. Oh, big stretch.
Hello.
To there.
You're there, Cookie.
Yeah, mate, I am.
We're going.
I am. Right, can I put you across the panel? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Are you there, mate?
Yes.
Up it goes forward.
Put it on
Turns
check.
around. Goes straight up. We're live in the off they go. McLaren gets it. Quickly goes into attack. Spins it across and misses there. And that one there was to Joel Vanderloo.
Well, dear listeners, we finally made contact, and I do apologise for the delay.
So Joel Vanderloo kicks the point there. It's the opening score for McLaren here on the Anzac Day Clash. Kicked out from Willunga. Willunga now kick the football long down out towards the boundary side. A free kick's been paid out there to Willunga. Onto the boundary up in front of the canteen. They switch up play, come across to Haskett. Haskett just off the centre of the ground. He comes out wide, the top side, they play Willunga. Willunga now move the footy inside. She goes, a bouncy ball hunt. A chance for the footy, gets out of the footy. First kick around the body, bouncy ball. Evens up the contest, it's a point each.
McLaren now bring the ball back in. Out he comes. Takes his distance now. Goes in. Well, good punch down there by Willunga. Sees the ball picked up by McLaren. They should be able to mark this one. They do. And the mark has been taken there by Eric Hansen. Hansen kicked it down. It's not a good kick. No one wanted it that time. He's run out of bounds with it there.
Only a mile and a half.
And he didn't need to. But anyway...
He would have run out of bounds a lot earlier, Kev, I think, wouldn't he? Gary had his way.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball will be thrown in now on the high side of the Willunga Oval. In it goes. Ruckman come in. All pushed down. Taken out here by a player there in Gill. Gill kicks it into the centre half forward area. Should be picked up here by McLaren. It is. And the umpire will come and sort this one out and throw the ball up. Just on the attacking side of centre for McLaren. You can go to the big Ruckman. Bass gets in the way. All play goes on from Gill. Gill kicks it down to centre half forward area down there. And here's a chance for a goal to
Eric Hansen.
Eric Hansen again. He's gone from one end to the other quickly. So Hansen now on a slide angle. Should not miss from here. He's going in, taking his time. Come on, umpire, hurry him up. You can't take all this time. We've got to have the shot clock here.
Hour and a half gone,
Yeah, be quarter time before he takes his kick. Anyway, in he comes now. Puts the ball up high, and he's took too long there because the ball will be forced through for a minor score only. So the score on our North Point Flurio scoreboard is 2 points to McLaren, 1 point to Willunga.
Willunga to bring the football back into attack again. They kick the footy high up on the high side. Long quick out again. Good mark taken down there by the number 3 and Daniel Bass, the big ruckman, plays on quickly through the centre corridor. Nice little fingers picked up there by Willunga. Go backwards one, kick forward to Beath. Beath underneath the footy, pushed away from it there by McLaren. Beath is still working overtime. He won't give up this race without a fight. Comes back to McLaren. Nearly not holding the ball. Play on's the call from the umpire. Inside 50 for Willunga. That's where they want to have it and trap it, and they will. And the umpire will come in and ball up 40 out directly in front of Willunga goals. Beathy's in Trollton there. He's like a dog with a bone. He ain't giving it up. Ball comes back out. Bass, long rake and handball out to no man's territory. Yeah, it did go without it indeed. Chance for McLaren to run through the corridor. They do. Up to centre half forward now. Bouncy ball player at the back of the pack concedes a bit of ground inbound. Good tackle, Willunga. Holding the ball over the shoulder. Too high. Up over the shoulder. Player there in Gregory. Plays on quickly, runs around the player, kicks it straight into the next man on the mark. Wasn't a good one, picked up by Samuel Alexopoulos. Kick forward, Down the line it goes down to Tregenza. Tregenza plays on quickly. Might have been touched off the boot, is it? Yes, it is called play on the player. Didn't think it was. Gets close to the boundary line. Puts a hurried up high one. Back in ground it goes to Matthews. Matthews from McLaren. Little chip forward. Gives chance for opponents to come through and punch the football free into a pack of players. McLaren get it, fumble it, get it back again. The big fella, the man Mountain from McLaren, tries to get a handball over the top. Still in a pack of players. Players duck and weave and gone. We've got an umpire's got a whistle over the shoulder, mate. I thought he ducked into that one. But it's coming back. Free kick to McLaren just off the centre circle. He plays a spread early and quickly. Looking for his options forward. We're just going to pump it straight. No, we're going to go short. The short position wasn't a good one. It's gone straight down the throat there of Scanlon for Willunga. 1.5 back. Scanlon kicks the footy up onto the clubroom side wing. Bouncy ball to race here for Haskett. He has to geese that big body, which he does to him. Hang on to him. He got the football away. Well done, Willunga. Inbound. Beathy and cops one high as well.
It's not the first time that's happened.
Yeah. He must rattle like a tin can up there after games, I must admit. He's a tough player, this little bloke. Sean Beath. Shot on goal. Just inside 50, he'll be letting this one launch. Breeze is just coming across the oval for the left-hand goal post to be aiming for. Beathy on his way in. Kick on its way. Aim for it. It's a bit of a wobbler. She is floating again, just not the distance, and punched on through by the big ruckman there in Bass for a minor score for Willunga. So leaving up the scoreboard. 2 points apiece, Trev.
Certainly is. Wait for the ball to be collected, and it's thrown back to the McLaren player. Rule now is he can play on and run straight out, but he's looking to set play up
He
here.
can run a fair way too, can't
Yes,
he?
out he comes, outside he goes. Now he puts it all up, the wind's just starting to push it down, over the back, picks up there. McLaren handball it out, kicks forward, and they go up into their wing in the attacking zone. And over to you.
Good mark by McLaren. Now goes down to the by there, and Brad Ellis, the skipper. McLaren lobs the football back inbound again. Kick around the body. McLaren hot trap by Willunga. Last line of defence. They clear the football quickly. They go Canteen side, the low side here at Willunga. They've got players lined up down the line. Pick up it is now from centre wing in front of the broadcast, but as a kick wasn't a good one, it's gone straight down the throat of Bradwell. Bradwell from McLaren inbound. Oh, player had it spent before he lost it. Didn't hang on to Bass, hanging on to, pleading for the free kick. Doesn't want it. They both go to ground and finally gets it. Second time around, rid him into the ground. Where's my saddle? And Big Bass, the ruckman for Willunga, is the kick. Canteen side.
Tis Remembrance Day with the light, charge the light brigade.
Yeah, go for that one. Bass, long, deep kick into the pocket. All big hands going up there. That was. Oh, I thought that was Willunga bringing it down. It was McLaren player in front, brings up the kick. Inbound they go to the centre. They keep coming straight down the throat. Players are running, going short, still hanging on to it, looking for some options. Options comes out wide to Young. Young out in clubroom side, goes forward, finds his teammate out there in Hanson. Hanson short pass again, inbound he goes up to Ma. Gained a lot of distance, possession's there. Oh, Mars kicks a absolute shocker. When the kick for Willunga, can they trap it? He needs some help in there. Slung off the foot, he didn't have it. Play on's the call from the umpire. Back in she goes again. Comes ricochets off hands. Back down to McLaren's throat. Hurried kick in. Ban. Will it go along? It's just going to rest against the point post. Still in play. And now gets pushed over the line. A minor score only to McLaren. And they go to 3 points. Willunga 2 points. Kev.
Yes, well, I think that was the greatest act I've ever seen. You reckon he's thrown off, Trevor? I reckon Nifty. I reckon he threw himself backwards anyway from the kick in. The mark has been paid there to McLaren, and the player with the ball there is Eric Hansen. Hansen finds a teammate just down the road. Still a long way from goal out there at the moment. And he comes in there to take his kick, and that was Gregory, one of the newer players to the club. Kicks it into centre half forward. The player there couldn't mark it. And the umpire will come in and throw this one up. About 50 out from the McLaren goals. No one's got a goal as yet. We've been playing nearly 10 minutes. Umpire throws it up again. Down, and there's a quick kick out of the pack. Took one step, and Brownie, I reckon that would probably be sleeve. Down there. His long sleeve, no matter how hot or cold it is, he has the long sleeves on. And Scanlon takes a mark for Willunga. Scanlon's got it now on the half back line, and he has kicked this one across the boundary. Oh, gee.
Billy Cook got there just in time.
You reckon? According to the boundary umpire,
he didn't?
Just in time, but I think the boundary umpire there was maybe unsighted. Anyway, the kick in now comes from Goodison. Ashley Goodison puts it down the wing. Again, it comes off hands. On the ground it goes. Willunga player tries to pick it up. He can't pick it up. They get each other on the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw it up, Trev.
Certainly is. The forward flank there for McLaren. Up it goes. Comes back down again. Comes out. They get recovery. Goes out quickly there. That one was around there. Was in Brett Ellis. He turns round. Goes forward. And the umpire comes in here for a mark.
Short pass. Number 10. There in Max Wakefield.
Max Wakefield will have a set shot here for McLaren's. Really need to get a goal. Everyone's had a go at it, but they can't do it. Yeah. Turn around. If it was AFL, there'd be no runners on the ground. That's one thing. So
it gets rid of them, doesn't it?
in he comes now. He lines up, puts this one up. He's a right footer, hangs it, looks pretty good. There she is, North Point Fluorio scoreboard. McLaren go to 1-3 to Willunga, 2 points.
At North Point Fluorio, we're committed to creating memorable experiences for our guests, which is why you'll now find Victor Harbour Toyota, Victor Harbour Mitsubishi and Victor Harbour Hyundai at one convenient location, Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour. Whether you're looking for a new Mitsubishi, new Toyota or new Hyundai, or need your vehicle serviced, we're committed to helping make your experience feel a little easier, creating memorable experiences. It's North Point Fluorio's way. Visit us at Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour or northpointfluorio.com.au.
Up for the women's football right behind us, and the old grandstand disappears in August, we've been told. So up they go. Bass with the football, good tap down, gets it over to Haskett. Haskett goes out wide again. The switch up, play back across, it comes again. Oh, McLaren might be on ground. Oh no, well done Willunga, trap the footy. Oh, you got to get hot potato, gets out of it, hurried kick away, long probing kick, inbound again, bouncy ball in dispute. Kawafar Zaha in there, big Haskett gets it, gets his jumper ripped off. Goes to the boundary line. Boundary umpire wins the call. And the boundary umpire will throw the footy in only about 15 metres around from the point post there at Willunga's end. That's one line right up in the centre. It's a big body. Who's doing the rucking in here? Big Haskett, I think, it's up in the... No, it's Hunt's in the ruck. Oh, player going in hard and taking a little bit of height.
Lucky.
And did go down, but they paid one earlier for ducking and going down, so the free kick is going to come the way of Willunga, so it should be the return favour here. So Tyson Hoffman played an exceptional year last year. I was really impressed with him last year. He's grown with age. Can Tyson Hoffman level up the scores? The kick is on its way. Oh, he's gone a little bit right, and he's gone for the pacemaker. He's off target, and only minus scored 3 points to Willunga. 1-3 McLaren on a North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Certainly have. They've evened the points up. That's the main thing.
McLaren will bring it back in.
They're chasing it.
Is that player number 38 down there?
38.
Ashley Goodison. He might have to go and get the thing himself. He's got the littlest player out there. He must be about 2 or 3, I reckon, this little kid. But anyway, Goodison now will bring it back in. Doesn't use all the distance he could have. Finds his teammate down there in the back pocket, though.
So hard.
And down the ground it goes. No one even got near that before it hit the ground. And they go hard again, taken out of the race. Here it goes now. There's a chance there for McLaren through Vanderloo. They kick it down the ground. Almost a mark taken in. Can't get it though by McLaren. Ball's on the ground. They all jump in on the stack down there, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. Yeah, it's an interesting start to the game, but only 1 goal has been scored so far, and we're almost at the halfway mark, you think, of this quarter, as the ball's pushed across the boundary line and a throw-in on centre wing. Sun's starting to shine brightly out here now, warm up a little bit than what it was earlier, but in they go for the ruck, taken out of the ruck down there by McLaren through Gill. Gill puts it right down to the forward line. This Brownie goes to pick it up. He can't pick it up. Throw it out, gone straight to the opposition. And he comes in for a shot for goal. It is coming back, and that was number 4 then in Brett Ellis. Put through the second goal, and that's to McLaren. They've kicked both the goals so far. So McLaren 2 goals 3 lead Willunga, 3 points on our North Point Fleurieu scoreboard.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
Wrapped him. Umpire again will come in and repeat the dose. Just off the centre circle. Quick flick up in the air again. Bass, good punch away. Chance for Willunga to run onto it. They do. Inbound kick. Should be passed. Should have gone in there for number 12. There wasn't trapped in. That was Hunt again. And of course from an old Moponga Selix player. Good trip across the ground. Beathy lines up. A little bit closer this time. Only 30 metres out directly in front. As we reset the radar.
He didn't kick it too good last time, so the distance might be a problem, but just needs to strike it nicely, doesn't he?
Yeah, they need to get this one on the board, get things rolling along for the Willunga side, playing on their home heat today. Beautiful conditions for footy. Sean Beath on his way in, kicks on its way, and Shawnee, I think he's given that one a bit of a hurry up too. He has, he's missed that one, he's off target again, so 4 points on the board for Willunga to 2-3 McLaren on a North Point Fleurieu scoreboard.
Quickly brought in by McLaren, and he finds his player in the back line. Almost.
Matthews, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Yep. Young Lachlan Matthews, he plays wider again, finds his player in the back pocket. Now he goes up to the barbecue hut. Up they go and finds that one, and that one was Billy Charla for McLaren. Now they go down to the club rooms, wing side, low side of the oval here. Up they go, and that's solo effort by Willunga there, and they take the relieving mark. Sits down there right in front of their own their change box, so he goes up, brings it up to the flank. Up they go, up they smashes out. McLaren's pick it all up, bring it into the centre. Off he plays, goes back inside, haps around. That one there was Brad Ellis. He goes around, in under pressure, he gets out of it quickly, goes around back there again to Matthews. McLaren puts on the chest mark. There it is, right in the forward lines. Put his body in onto it, and they take the mark there, and we'll have another shot here. He's already kicked one.
I was about to call play on then, wasn't he? He was about to wave. And
it was real body attack, and I don't think he expected him to see him grab it. So
no.
He took it low and protected the zone there, and down she come. So here he goes, lining up for his second. McLaren are certainly going to make Willunga work hard on this one now. Comes back in. Drives this ball up, bit of a floater, spins around, and he misses that one for a minor score. So on the North Point Fleurieu scoreboard, we have 16 points to 4 points with McLaren up.
18 bit minutes gone in this first term. There's a big kick out there. It's almost gone to the centre of the ground. The ball has been marked by Willunga. Bad hand pass though. Got to come back and try and pick the ball up himself. He might drag it. No, he didn't drag it back. Gets a hand pass out in the open down there. Willunga decided to kick it off the ground, and it works well for him. Goes straight to a teammate. Kicks it now down to almost the full forward area. Offhand it goes. The back of the pack. Willunga have got the numbers. Can they get the ball out? They can't. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So it goes up and down the ground here pretty quickly, especially if you go on the high side or straight down the middle. The umpire's got hold of it, throws it up high. Up it goes for a push down by Willunga, straight to the opposition there, and that was White. White kick goes again to the opposition, and might be a free kick paid here to Beathy, and they say Beathy ducked his head.
In. Oh, he got this one.
He said umpire's indicating you ducked into it.
Yep. So, I mean, Beatty puts his head where people
you,
wouldn't put
their
foot. No, well, perhaps they should have. Anyway, he got hold of it this time. He got it back again quickly. Back into the forward line it goes. There's a kick off the ground. It goes just the other side of the post for another minor score to Willunga. Willunga 5 points. McLaren 2 goals 4.
Here comes the new rule, Kev. They clear the football quickly. McLaren kicked the football in wide. Bounces in front of us now. Big ruckman for McLaren's got hold of the football. He's got no intention of getting ready of that footy.
He's holding it
He
tighter
had a
with
big
one
smile
arm.
on his face and just
If
giving
it
a
was a
little
little,
dummy
if
tap.
it was a little puppy dog, he would have been.
Patting him on the
Patting
butt.
him going,
Ball
yep.
gets tapped down again. Now all in hard they go. Willunga going down. Willunga again with the footy. Clear the football from the pack of players. Floating just inside 50. The race is on. The boundary's going to win.
The fence nearly won then.
And will that be out of bounds? Is it? A couple of
Yeah, it's
hands
out of
did it?
bounds.
Yeah. And the boundary umpire with the footy. From which we probably started about 10 minutes ago, only about 15 metres around from the point post. Beathy got out of a kick and missed it. Ball comes back in again, Hunt, with a tap down duties, gets into his teammate, had to clear the footy away and just kicked it in an open space. No player there for Willunga's just overrun the boundary line. It's because this boundary line has to be moved in now. Many metres away from the
Into
fence
the
line,
oval.
into the oval. So
Jerry's
comes up,
onto it.
Comes up pretty quick. Yeah, that's Lucy for you. Ball gets tapped over from McLaren. It's got him all wrapped up. Umpires, no one's going to make too much of an argument there. We just all want a stoppage. Umpire's happy with that. Flicks the footy back up in the air again. Tapped down by Hunt again. All quick hurry, little kick around the body. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Honey Beathy can go squeeze him through there. Hurried kick. She's going to bring some rain. Up high in the air she goes. Comes off hands. Willunga can't mark it. They're still wrestling the footy. Comes around. Hunt slams it on the boot. Looking pretty good. Goal umpires watch to go across the face and only a minor score to Willunga. They go to 6 lonely old points to McLaren. 2 goals 4. Scoreboard's evened up on the scores anyway.
From the kick in now, it's been marked down there by McLaren. They've gone over the low side again. Thought they'd have learned about that. At least they still control the ball though. It goes further down. There's a mark out in front of the Willunga's interchange box. Down the ground it goes, and Willunga should be able to pick this one up. They do pick it up over near the timekeeper's box there, and it's not going anywhere. A series of hand passes now. We'll see the ball. Oh, it's gone on the ground, and the umpire says holding the ball, and McLaren will have another shot right into the goal square. And you're lucky to kick it from there. He's got a little bit of breeze behind him according to the flag over there on the grandstand. Decides not to use it though, and made it a little bit more difficult because he's going to have to kick this one from a fair sort of angle. Probably be back against the fence just about when he comes in to kick it. I can't see his number.
No.
In fact, it's hard to even see him with the trees there, and they're all dressed in
Right
black.
by the light post.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's coming in now to take his kick.
They certainly give him plenty of time,
They're
don't they?
given half an hour
Way
of
too
time.
much. Way too much.
Far too
Yeah.
much. Comes in past the shadow of the trees down there, and he will have a shot at goal. Will take a good kick from here to do that. Off hands it goes across the line and out of bounds. So the ball's out of bounds to the left side of the scoring area there, and it's in the left forward pocket. It will be thrown in, will it?
No, free kick Willunga.
Free kick to Willunga, was it? Did
Yep.
it
No.
go
Not
out?
touched.
Not touched.
Went out before it was touched. From the kick in now, Willunga deciding to do something they don't normally do here, and that's to go down the low side of the ground. They've got control of the ball here. They're running through the centre with it. It might have been Beath again, was it? Holding the ball. No, number 4, that was Collier. James Collier. And McLaren now. The big fellow go back now. He'll take his time.
Gill.
And that is Brendan Gill.
He can have a crack at this.
Yeah, well, he's got the bit of the breeze behind him while he decides he's too far out too, so he'll kick it in down there to his teammate. And that is, I can't see him there. It's not number 17, is it?
No, well, we don't have a 17.
Don't have a
so
17, no.
And it's hard to pick him up deep over in that pocket.
It is.
Spin around dark with the little numbers.
Anyway, McLaren have got hold of the ball now. They're going to have a shot from goal. Comes in, puts the ball on the boot, puts it up high. I think that is another behind down there. And McLaren now go to 2 goal 5. Willunga, no goals and 6 points.
brought back in. Willunga quickly bringing it in. The ball piles past right up here onto the wing. Here comes now. Back into it. McLaren's picked the ball up quickly, drives it back. That's a big kick up in the forward lines. Comes back, Sport from behind, read beautifully by McLaren. Spins it around, drives it. That's through. Can't pick up who that one was, but McLaren on North Point Flurio scoreboard go to 23 points, leading Willunga 6 points.
Before you take off on your next trip, don't pay for taxis or for expensive parking stations. Enjoy the convenience of airport security parking. Simply drive to us. We'll then whisk you and your luggage to the terminal door in just minutes. While you're away, we'll keep your car safe and secure. Then pick you up from the airport when you return. At a very small daily rate, it'll change the way you travel forever. Airport Security Parking. Book online at asparking.com.au.
Cricket pitch to start the quarter off anyway. From umpire comes in now, we'll toss it up it goes, down it goes. Knock out there went to Willunga, but the ball looks like it could go to McLaren. This just stacks on the mill. The umpire will go in again and throw it up. Plenty of players standing around watching here. Be reasonably warm out there now. Long sleeve jumper on when I got here, but that hasn't taken long to get off. From the throw up, goes across the ground, and that is the siren, is it?
Yeah, it's the honker.
For quarter time.
Evan Williams was number 50 to kick that goal.
Was for the goal there for McLaren, Kev.
Evan Williams, was it?
It is.
Right down near the bottom.
So while you're doing all that, you can do the goal kickers.
Well, there's not many for Willunga. They've got no goal kickers. For McLaren, we got one to Brett Ellis, one to Max Wakefield, and one to Evan Williams. So it's quite a tough sort of game out there at the moment between the teams. They scored 3 goals 11.
It's amazing, isn't it? 6 points to Willunga the first quarter. I went into the attack. I mean, a couple of 3 set shots there and a couple of snaps. So Beatty probably ruined himself on a couple of the kicks he had a shot on goal. And should be even Stevens nearly going into it. But anyway, both sides, even the attacks into both ends of the ground. We'll see if that wind is actually creating a little bit of disaster out there. Not, but they're getting plenty of carry with the kick back, aren't they?
Well, they are, and good crowd here for the game today. There's nothing else getting in the way. There's no what would you call farmers market or anything here today?
Not today, not on a Thursday.
And I don't think there's any netball here either, is there? I didn't have a quick
No, but it must be a crash, and it's not me getting into that kid, I can tell you.
So, Cookie, we'll let you pay some bills back there. Scores have been waved off. It is 6 points, Willunga, to McLaren. 3 goals, 5. That's the first quarter here at the Willunga Oval on Anzac Day.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Yeah, right.
Big time.
Well, yeah, and change the graphic to second quarter. No game up from first quarter to second quarter, right? Scoreboard. Have you done that? Do you want to put the scoreboard up now? Oh, yeah.
Half hours we'll get the Langong Creek Strath score.
I tell you.
And then on Saturday, I reckon that Terry should have his keyed up because he's only got 3 games to do on Saturday.
Yeah, it won't take him long to type down.
And then we'll get you the other scores then.
Yeah. Anyway, it's quarter time's about to end here at the Willunga Oval.
All right, boys, you have a good call, and I'll talk to you at half-time.
Okay, and umpire's about to pick the ball up.
It's good to see Cookie's on the ball. He's on the ball today.
And get play underway. Don't be too hard on the ball, bloke.
Why not?
What's he waiting? Waiting for everyone to get back behind the fence. He might be waiting for a while because there's a few of them don't seem to want to take any notice.
Here we go.
Here goes
your thoughts, Nifty.
That's all right, mate.
Here goes the siren. Up they go. Pushed down this time by Willunga. Gets the ball out quickly there to Hutchins. Hutchins gets it over to his teammate there. He didn't do much with it though, and its ball's gone over the change room side of the ground. It's a problem here. You got the change room side and the clubroom side, and they're on different sides of the ground.
What's going to happen next year when they've got a clubroom over there as well?
Just a quick one, Nifty and Kevin. This will be the first time I've ever seen Burdett not on the ground and he's still on the bench.
I was
probably hasn't. But he probably
mentioned that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball's on the ground now.
Saving the slick speed till later.
Yeah. They don't want early wins on the board then.
Getting old. He's getting old.
The umpire comes and throws it up again. Up it goes. A big belt down this time by the big fella there for Willunga in Bass. Gone over again. All the player there's run over the top. But well picked up by the player coming behind him from McLaren. And the ball will be pushed down now over in front of the barbecue stall over there. Well, it's not a stall. It's a shed. It's a house just about over there. And the boundary umpire will come and get play underway again. Up it goes. There it goes. Probably that's an even one there. The ball is just pushed straight across the boundary line and out of bounds. I think they'll let that one go and the boundary umpire will throw it in. I think if you just build it across the line without even trying to keep it in, you might be in strife. Anyway, boundary umpire throws it again. Bass, he gets a knockout. Ball's gone over there to his teammate. If he gets a good bounce, he's in business. Doesn't look like he is going to get a good bounce. I think the umpire's picked that one up right in front of the grandstand, which won't be there this time next year, and Willunga will get the ball right down in their forward line. Over the top it goes. The players out there slipping a little bit. I don't know why. It hasn't rained here much, I wouldn't think, in the last 3 or 4 months, but the ball's down the ground it goes. There's a wild shot in for goals, and that one's gone out on the full. So it'll be brought back in now by McLaren. Player's got the ball, he's taking a long time to kick it. The umpire lets him go, and there to go. This one's going to fall very short out there, almost marked out there by Haskett. Ball comes over across there to Beath. Beath puts it into centre half forward, and one-hander out there goes to McLaren.
Yeah, White.
White, the big fellow out there.
Made it look easy too.
He did, didn't he? He caught it like a cricket ball. Anyway, the ball will go further down the ground, off fans it goes across the boundary line, and that will be another throw in. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter now with no score to either side, Nifty.
No, and I think you're right, Trev. I think we need Birdie on the ground. He's the sort of guy that they can come around and lift up fresh legs up on the ground and peel one straight through little. But I know he's been a naughty boy when he plays McLaren. I do remember some funny moments with him playing McLaren. But the footy's been thrown back in, boundary umpire. He's gone up, he's gone there. Remember that one a couple of years ago? When he did the old bounce, he bounced off the guy's head when he got a free kick because he gave him a big push in the back and he didn't like it. It was quite funny. Ball gets punched down, punched up over the top, back out to Bass. Here's a chance now. Willunga load up inside 50, bit of pushing and shoving going on down there. Picked over the top. This could be Hoffman. He can't pick it up. Now he gets a second effort. They've set the once him. It goes to the boundary line. What's happened?
Throw, I reckon, isn't it?
Umpires come in.
Picked him for a throw,
was it? So no score, no nothing, right on the line. Is it Kaifazoa? I think it could be from McLaren, running in the full back area down there. Loads up, goes to the canteen side. Load up again, over the back of the pack, trip through a couple of fingers of the players. At the back of the pack, McLaren through the interchange gate goes the footy. And the boundary umpire will come in and throw it back in. Split in the oval. Mass in for the ruck duties. over the back. Bass gets it, handball away. Handball goes up in the air. Haskett gets taken to ground in the big crunch. McLaren work it beautifully. They work it out the back door. Player run forward, has a bounce. Long probing kick. Nice little hands in the back there. Pushed him beautifully. Number 13, that is there from McLaren. He runs his full measure. He loads up. He heads for home. And the kick is good. The play is good. Number 13, Eric Hansen there for McLaren. Gets goal number 4 on the board for McLaren, and the first goal this quarter, boys. Thank you to North Point Fluorio. Scoreboard 4.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Through there, and that one through is Ellis. Ellis goes forward and finds his player on the forward line. He swings around, umpire calls him play on, turns around up the full forward line, goes, grabbed, couldn't quite grab the second one. McLaren turned around, picked up Willunga now. One bounce, out they come, Brownie. He looks for it, stabs it up here into the wing, up he goes, in the back that one, and it's a free kick to Willunga. That was poor then by defensive side there, and the kick goes to Billy Cook. Billy Cook right on this wing, drives it now up to their forward lines on the top edge side up here. Up they go. Can't get it. McLaren's recover. Kick it inside. Finds it, but cool play on, not the distance. Up it goes now. McLaren pushes up. That's in the back. Should be turned around. Comes out. Out they come. McLaren. Turn around. He got his boot to it. Out they come. Brown picks it up for Willunga. He misses it. Could have been a throw, and the umpires picked it as a throw. He turned around, couldn't get his hand into it when the tackle come, and McLaren are going to have another shot now. And this one here is 25 is Daniel Marr.
McLaren are all over them.
They certainly
Running
are.
in numbers. There are numbers at the fall of the footy, and they're all over Willunga at the moment. And they're beating them for pace.
I reckon we got thrown a herring in the door here just before the game started. They turned around and said that there was they've gone tall, McLaren, but they've certainly gone pace here. In he comes, drive the ball, it's hanging out, and he misses that one wide for a minor score. But they go to 30 points to McLaren, 6 points to Willunga on the North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Yeah, ball now. Players got to go and get it themselves these days.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't
it? Years
ago, there's big kids that used to
fighting
beat
each other, and it doesn't matter how far it goes through now. And Willunga with the ball now. They run their distance out of the goal square. Down the ground it goes, almost a mark taken down there by Bass. Ball goes back into the forward line down there by...
Kick.
It's out on the full.
And he get touched on that.
He said it's touched.
The boundary umpire said touched, but that...
No.
Well, he's allowed. It's going to be a throw-in.
I didn't think it went near anybody.
It didn't look like it, did it?
No.
Anyway, he's 50 metres closer than what we are, so... Boundary umpire now will throw it in.
Right.
No, it doesn't make it right. It's got more chance to be right than we have, I suppose. Umpire allows the play to go on, then could have been a push in the back. Or there's a little scoop out, but it's allowed to go on. The ball will go near the boundary line, and that was off the foot, but not deliberate, says the umpire. Deliberately off his foot, and the umpire will come in and throw it in. In it goes. It's not a very good throw in, it's gone way offline, but here's a chance now for Brownie again to get it for Willunga. Oh, the player there gets a good bounce, got the ball running down, the handball it almost behind him, going in, and Big Bass has got the mark. The player on the mark's about a metre over it. Bit more than that at the moment.
Play on
and
he'd
already played on. Anyway, here's an offhand that goes across the line and out of bounds. Ball will be thrown in now. It's on the wing, on the high side of the Willunga oval. Boundary umpire throws it in. That's a lot better throw in this time. Down on the ground it goes. Here's a chance for Mar. Oh, he's just got the ball way at the right time. Should have been picked up out here by Willunga player there, but didn't go anywhere with it, and the umpire will come in and throw it up.
3 umpires, they're working quite well together too.
Umpire throws it up again. Bass knocks it down. Oh, beautiful knock. He didn't know the player was there unless he went by voice.
There he is.
And there's Burdett, takes a mark quickly. He'd been on the ground about 10 seconds and got the first mark and a kick. Over it goes to centre half forward, and that would be... Was that
Cook, Billy Cook.
Billy Cook, is it?
Yep.
Oh, off hands it goes. Here's a chance for Willunga to get a goal through Haskett.
In the post. In the fat bit.
And there's another point there to Willunga. Willunga go to 7 points now. 4 goals, 6 to McLaren.
Play on quickly, they do. McLaren still ain't got hold of the football. Play there with Billy Charlotte. Charlie in, ball knocked down. Willunga return the journey. Here's Birdie. Birdie's on the deck, kicks it in the man on the run around the mark. High ball up in the air, race is going to be on. Willunga 2-1, good use of the body. How's the umpire going to see it? Footy, was it touched? It was touched.
Boundary umpire scored about half of
I'll throw it in. The central umpire's down here hiding in the pocket, doing the job for him.
You'd think he'd take over for him there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right. You start
Help his mate out.
Yeah.
So stay there and I'll throw it out.
That's why the boundary umpires get paid the big bucks. Boundary umpire, good throw in, up in there again. Bass is getting it all his own way there. Brownie's got it. He's not getting it all his own way. When rested upon, umpire will come in and ball up.
Just think how much they'd get if they got paid to get the ball after it went through the goals.
Down at Victor, lots. I'd want plenty. Ball comes back, tap down, still tap down. Plenty of players over the footy, bit ugly at the moment. The skipper's in there for McLaren, stopping Big Bass from going anywhere. He's put the handbrakes on him.
He's put a bit of weight on, hasn't he? Bass was a skinny fella a couple of years ago.
Good Willunga living. Oh, Haskett comes in. I don't like this. Smash down the line. Birdie got to get hold of the football. Taps it up to himself. Falls over. Can't get up. McLaren get a clearing kick. Brownie, Scotty Brown with the footy. Little toe poke forwards. Hug the line. It's going to be a free kick.
It is.
It is. Yes. No, it didn't touch anybody. It went out of bounds.
Yeah, but
skipped and went.
Landed in and went across the line.
McLaren playing quickly. Centre up the footy. He's got it all over Willunga at the moment, haven't they?
Yep.
Hang on, quickly squeeze a footy here. Not a good one. Turnover. I reckon they might have come off hands in front, so he played on so quickly. Brandon's got it back. Soccer off the ground. That's a bit hacked out the air. Casual. Ball comes back down out wide to Willunga. Can they clear it? T-room side. They can't. Hurried kick. Just a hurried kick in hope. Up in the middle of the ground. Bouncing the centre circle. Got it. Little toe poke out. Squeeze it out again. The run. Well done, Beathy. Head down, bum up. Back to Scotty Brown. Brownie now loads up down the line. Finds his teammate. Now it's looking a bit better for Willunga. Can they build on it? Load up, kick forward. Mark can't be taken too big for him. McLaren comes through the back door, the big body works out. Handball. They got help everywhere. The kick forward is not a good one. Straight down the throat of number 12 there in Semi Tregenza. Tregenza plays on quickly over to Big Haskett. Haskett loads up. Needs a target. Needs to find one. It doesn't get anybody. It's gone over the top of the lot of them. And out of bounds. And Big Bass.
Stanfield, wasn't it?
Stanfield was it? And
Frank free kick.
And Bass was just screaming through his hands in the air, and why not to me? McLaren to bring the footy back in from the free kick. Out of bounds, no one touching it. They go T-room side. Long kick in, good kick. They get a lot of penetration out of that kick from that end. Amazing. Plenty of players hover around the footy. Willunga hack it back forward again, but it's just all in McLaren territory. Get it, play on quickly. High ball in. Scotty Brown underneath the footy.
He's everywhere.
He is going everywhere. Well, there's no one left down this end of the ground. So we're all doing the old let's flood and let's all go and have a go at goals. Brownie's kick was probably the worst one he's done since under 11s.
I reckon that was that drone that was looking across the...
He wouldn't have hit that. It was too low. That kick's gone out to Gill. Gill just cools things down a bit. He doesn't waste the footy, this big fella. Wants a target, loads it, goes short, protectory, kick play. You've got to play in front if you want a footy coming from your teammate like that. Comes off hands, but McLaren do squeeze the football out. Bouncy ball. Comes over the top. They could be outweighted in numbers. Poor McLaren, they keep on trying. Oh, that's written in the back. With the saddle to the boundary line. Is anybody going to play the game?
Yep.
Boundary umpire has a little bit of a whistle. Down there in front of the Hooker's Den.
Right at the Hooker's Den,
Yes, not the hookers you thinking of, fellas. And here they go. Boundary umpire now wants to get out of that area. He throws it in. Up they go. Bass gets it. Handballs. Out to Beathy. Boat comes out again. Turns around. Willunga now with the ball. Sidesteps around. It's Billy Cook. He puts it over. Oh, they might mess up here again. He goes down. They've messed it up, and McLaren's have come in and 2-on-1 and wrapped it all up. They let that one float right out of their positions.
Handballs are not good, Trev, are they?
No. See the silly crows do that one. Out it goes now. That's better when it's wide with the player running to the place you want to go. Kicks it all out. Up they go, and I reckon that's 17. I reckon could be the big bloke in.
And he is going to kick a goal.
As well.
He's got a
little bit
walking one here.
Handy walk.
So it is
50 from
Scott
55.
Hunt. It's kicked 2 points, and I would predict that no way could he miss this.
Here we go. Captain Mocker to the microphone.
This will be how
You're watching him stub his toe. He'll stub his toe here, and he tried, but he got it. So on the North Point Fluoro scoreboard, Willunga get there first. 1 goal, 7-13, trailing McLaren. 4 goals, 6-30.
They're doing it very good.
Mobility Aids and More do more than just sell and hire mobility aids. Qualified Nurse Cassie can help you overcome everyday challenges with an extensive range of incontinence aids, kitchen aids, bedding aids and bathroom aids. Exclusive to Mobility Aids and More are the range of Freedom mobility scooters. These amazing scooters are packed with features that sets them apart from other scooters. Call in today for a free test drive. Purchase a Freedom mobility scooter this month and receive a free rear scooter bag and flag. Visit our new online store at mobilityaidsandmore.com.au for a complete range of mobility aids. Mobility Aids and More, Shop 6, 46 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 1098.
Goes down now to Willunga. If they can pick it up, they do pick it up. Player there's grabbed hold of. They call play on though, and back it goes to McLaren. Over the top it goes there to Gill. He gets a hand pass to the running player down the ground. He goes down to the ball. And a good mark has been taken down there by Watchman. Kicked a few goals early last year. I think he must have an injury.
And he was the key point into the final place too, wasn't he, Watchman? He was in everything.
The better players last year shone, and then when they tired, they were out of legs in that last one, weren't they? And it really showed their gameplay.
I didn't mind Watchman. I mean, he was the one that held him right. He nearly had 2 hands on the cup.
Him and Bradwell were the 2 of the players that were giving him a lot of drive last year. But
beautiful kick, this bloke too. There you go. There's
a
mocker.
Here we go. It's not only me, folks.
No, he is a good kick.
He got a good kick there, and he
He's in my side.
Right through the goals. That's goal number 5 for McLaren. McLaren 5-6 to Willunga 1 goal 7. And
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
Square.
Didn't happen at the almighty Melbourne last night though.
Up they go. Thumped again there by Bass. Comes out there, gets it again by McLaren's. They go forward. Here's Washman again. Can't get to it though. Turns around, Spoil comes up. Willunga. Handball's down. There's a stack of players here on here, and the umpire's standing in the pocket saying, I will throw this up. Virtually right at the full forward position here into McLaren's attack. Kicking to the northern end or the school end or town. In they come. Bass gets it for Willunga. Handballs it off. Puts it all out. Out they come. Stanfield going again. Gets it. Interfered into it and got it around there. And that picked up beautifully there. And that's Brett Ellis.
Well, Pinion was, he could have not banged him on the top of the head there, couldn't he?
He had to sit and wait for it. And Brett Ellis says, I'm not waiting for it. I'm only 6 foot lower than you. I'm going up for it. And he come down with it.
He'd be 18 inches short of that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And he comes.
He must get along well.
Walks inside. Kicks the ball with that. Didn't even call that one. Didn't have to. Minor point. North Point 4-0. 37 points to McLaren's 13 to Willunga.
Kicking's not good. It's 6-14 between them.
Well, I'm going to bring the footy back in again. They drive it. They had a helicopter kick, but it's gone down to Bass. He's not waiting around. He hits the ground run and peels off. The kick is a poor, but intercept. Well tapped on. Willunga keep it alive. Here comes Birdie. Marcus Bird out. Loads up. Inside 50. Needs a target. He's got the wrong one. Kiefer Zohar. Straight in his throat. Relieves the pressure for McLaren, and back she will come. Zohar loads up the footy, hugs it top side over the top. Well, no one really wants to go for the footy. Little tap on. Well done, clever by McLaren. On umpire's got a whistle here. We're coming back. Or not pay advantage.
Well, they're going to kick it from down here. No, I think he's going to take it back.
No, he's going back. I don't know why the advantage wasn't paid, though. It wasn't actually a mark. Never mind. Some big fella down there, I think that's Ellison, Cody Ellison. He's got Gill sitting out here all on his own. Well, I'd be going for Gill, the game he's having. Doesn't do it. Ellison loads up to the 50. Inside 50 she goes. A bouncy ball. Tapo, Willunga, McLaren there in sheer weight of numbers. They're playing handball. No one really wants it. Still going at ground levels. Sam Alexopoulos gets it up to Collier. Collier loads up, a little wobbly old kick down the line. Willunga in numbers, they need to get the footy up, but here comes the skipper again in Ellis. Ellis just shrugs them off. Get out of here, loads up, long bomb, inbound, bouncy ball all on its Pat Malone inside 50. Player there for McLaren, gets it, dishes it up, handballs it out the back door. I don't know how he did that. Here comes Bass again. Bass soccers it off the ground. That could be out of bounds and no one touching it. It'll be a free kick, McLaren.
It was a good hand pass, wasn't it?
It was a ripper.
I tell you what,
it was almost come out and then he just went
reflex.
bang. I think it was more of a punch out than
skipper it again. It does. Inbound it goes. The kick was too big. Chance here to Willunga. Oh, Sam Alexopoulos, a rare mistake from him. Goes backwards though, but well, Bass. I think crikeys, they got Bass there today. He's getting in there, everything. Bass's kick's not good though. It's found the weight of McLaren. A mark's been taken. Oh yeah, they are running it numbers. Full of the footy. McLaren's there 2-1. Looking to hold up, looking for some penetration. They load up the 40. Bass is there. It's gone over his head. Here's the race on the 2 10s. Do battle. Willunga 10 wins. Goes to the boundary line. Handball out. Captain's bound by McLaren. They're all weight lined up back there, but Scotty Brown's back there for Willunga. Gets the footy. Clears it out. Little toe poke. Chance here for Willunga. Got to run onto the footy. McLaren closing quickly. Handballs comes out. Out to Collier again. Collier load up. Out towards Hoff, but I know Billy Cook. Billy Cook gets the football back up to the teammate. His kicks a shocker. Goes down to knees. Haskett or Stanfield. Haskett it is with the football. Handballs inbound. They're alive. Willunga again. A high floating footy. The kick in hope. A number under it. He gets his hands to it. Can't stick it. That was Birdie. Can't get in there again. McLaren at the bottom of the pack. Picked up. There it is by Hoffman. Now goes out wide to a teammate. He's tackled. Shrugs it. Kicks to an open goal. Number 24. Willunga have goal number 2 on the board.
Cameron Hutchins.
So 2 goals, 7 to Willunga. 5 goals, 7 to McLaren on a North Point Flurio's scoreboard. Kev.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
Down all a clean bowl by this time. Brownie goes through just as well. Brownie's here. That's another kick by Brownie in the forward line, but he's not kicking well today because he can't find his teammates. Ball's going over there to top to McLaren. Little kick by McLaren goes down the ground. Well, they'll let that one bounce. The ball will be picked up now by McLaren. Down the ground they go with it, and there's nearly a mark taken out there. The ball goes across the boundary line and out of bounds. Went out in front there of Hanson. So the boundary umpire's got hold of it. Big throw in. Give it your best. Good throw in there by the umpire. Out it goes to it. Oh, he got away with that one. A little bit pushed. Normally they Barty, he's made a few handballing mistakes today, but over the top it goes down there.
Oh, good pass.
To Evans.
Evans to Gill. Straight in his throat.
And Gill now from, we be 40 out there, I suppose. Or
directly in front, Kev.
Even closer than 40, probably.
I think they're real 50s here, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do.
Not like their boundary lines.
That'll get back.
Anyway, Gill comes in. He is 25-30 metres away from the man on the mark. In he goes. This is sucking up a lot of time, this one. Comes in now, kicking probably into the breeze at the moment, but distance shouldn't be a problem. Doesn't bother to get too near the man.
He's got it.
And I reckon he has got that one. And that is goal number 6 to McLaren. 6 goals 7 plays 2 goals 7 by Willunga.
Yeah.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
He walks into that one and bang, there's a hug.
That's how you
I'll see that next week in Canada, a big bag hug like that one.
Just watch out the bears.
No.
I've
got the wife with a knapsack and honey in the back of it. So anyway, turns around, the ball now goes up. Out they come again, Willunga, break it away, go forward, but that's a good relieving mark. They've certainly got their backs up McLaren's. He drives out wide, comes out here and he finds his play. Could have got there, I thought, but he didn't. Putting big pressure on him there.
It was.
It could
Fennerty,
be Fanny,
it still
Thomas
is.
Fennessy. Goes across, comes up, turns back in McLaren's, gets it over, intercepted though. Willunga picked it all up, goes back, finds his player, goes up into the forward line, 2 on 1. Almost good interception by McLaren, and they relieve now. Pressure on though. Willunga socketed it off. There's so much pressure onto them, they didn't even worry about picking it up and went forward. McLaren's out, they come, on they go, bang, the bodies goes in. Up they turns, aerial ping pong here, goes around, dives on the ball, and the umpire's going to have to come in and say ball up on the forward flank, just on the 50-metre arc on the Clubroom side. Willunga into attack. Up she goes, up they turn around, goes, Willunga gets up, can't taps it down there. I reckon that was big. There was Willunga, couldn't pick up. There she goes, there's the siren. So at the halfway mark on the Willunga Oval, we have the visitors McLaren, 6 goals 7, 43, leading the home side Willunga 2-7-19 on the North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Yeah, well in that quarter Willunga managed 2 goals 1 and they're kicking with the breeze. It's not a great breeze out there, but seemed to be okay in the first quarter, and McLaren kicking into the breeze got 4 goals 2 that quarter, so it's 2 goals 7 to 6 goals 7, a 24-point lead there to McLaren. And these are the games between the two neighbours. You never know what can happen in the second half. Though.
That's like a box of chocolates, Kim.
You never know what you're going to get.
Well, actually, back here in the studio, boys, life is like a lovely packet of 15 thick biscuits I've ever taken.
What are you on, the Tim Tams?
Anzac biscuits.
Oh, Anzac biscuits.
I hope you got the right recipe, otherwise you're in trouble.
Well, if I told you my wife made them, you'd have to say
that'd be the right recipe.
Don't broadcast it. Don't broadcast it in case.
Be around.
Anyway, they've waved off correct weight here.
Correct weight.
Correct weight.
Okay.
Half time, 2 goals 7 to 6 goals 7 with McLaren ahead of Willunga.
At North Point Fluorio, we're committed to creating memorable experiences for our guests, which is why you'll now find Victor Harbour Toyota, Victor Harbour Mitsubishi and Victor Harbour Hyundai at one convenient location, Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour. Whether you're looking for a new Mitsubishi, new Toyota or new Hyundai, or need your vehicle serviced, we're committed to helping make your experience feel a little easier, creating memorable experiences. It's North Point Fluorio's way. Visit us at Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour or northpointfluorio.com.au.
Before you take off on your next trip, don't pay for taxis or for expensive parking stations. Enjoy the convenience of airport security parking. Simply drive to us. We'll then whisk you and your luggage to the terminal door in just minutes. While you're away, we'll keep your car safe and secure. Then pick you up from the airport when you return. At a very small daily rate, it'll change the way you travel forever. Airport security parking. Book online at asparking.com.au.
Space and have the RSL museum in there as well, and we opened that up on game day, or we didn't, the RSL chose to, and that's an enormous asset to the community. What those guys do, Bob Suva, their curator, does an enormous job with this. But again, this journey started a long time ago. 9 years, David and I sat down and scratched their head
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Gee
Trying to find a
whiz.
home for the RSL.
Gee whiz.
And when I was president of the Foot.
And welcome back to Happy Online TV, local news and sports, and our guest, Nifty and my guest. And welcome back to Happy Online TV, local news and sports, and our guest, Nifty and my guest this time is the wonderful Grant Retallick. And as a result of that, I've got to know Grant quite well over the time. Thank you. We've had a cleansing ale or two, haven't we, from time to time?
A couple more than two.
Couple more than two. No one.
I was trying to be polite.
No, I was being polite too.
No.
We're interviewing, Nifty and I are interviewing Grant as a result of the wonderful building that's been built at the Victor Harbour Football Club. And Grant, it's a joint building, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, RSL and Victor Harbour Football Club are co-leasees. The building itself is, although we've funded it through both federal, state, DVA, personal loans from both clubs. It's still on council land and it's owned by the council. So what we have bequeathed a $1.55 million building to the council, and for that we receive a peppercorn lease for 42 years.
All right.
For both the RSL and the Victor Harbour Football Club. So both the RSL and the football club, along with the community, have got a good product.
It's a bloody bonza building.
I think so too.
Oh yeah.
No, it's been great. I mean, with the footy broadcasting the games there last year, and been on the other side, and coming back. I think it was about once a fortnight. We were back at Victor Harbour and calling the games there, and just watching the building grow. And it was great. Through the footy season, you sort of you can't wait to get into it. Like next year, the boys were working on it with this guy here, and it was amazing. Like the way you kept that rolling along. It was unbelievable. Your building background and everything like that.
Yeah, you know it's like.
And that's why Grant's hair is a bit grey now.
A bit grey
at the beginning,
but it's
a bit less.
It's fantastic to watch the transformation when you got that brand new big club going up alongside the old one that's been there, and it's history. Gone through that place. I mean, I've been around with footy a fair bit, and when I've seen the premiership after premiership after premiership roll through there in the 80s and 90s. And it's great. And then now it's all been transferred. Last weekend, it's got its first real footy hit out, I suppose you could say. And you filled it to the rafters.
No, it's a pleasing result both on and off the field, obviously.
Great.
The footy club and the RSL. I think you need to take probably a couple of steps back. We, starting this project, we started in January 2018, and we did hit on time, on budget, and we did everything right. And again, we had the backing of South Coast Construction. Matt Parker was the building designer, which gave his time for nothing. And South Coast were our backup, 100%, and they gave us an amount of autonomy to move forward. In doing this, the council had to waiver a lot of the methodology in building. To let me do my thing, to make things happen in the manner that we needed to make it financially viable. The economics of having helpers on site and volunteers as opposed to tradesmen. You do have to modify the rules and set the baseline a little bit more differently. So we were successful in doing that, purely because of the support of the council, being able to do that, and again with South Coast Construction. So, without those and without the volunteers, an impossible task.
Wouldn't have happened.
But made possible because of those.
Because of them,
So very, very fortunate.
Very important people, volunteers at clubs, aren't they? Footy clubs and things.
They're actually I'm over a rabble, but we did control them after a while. So
as you are aware,
Mm.
my heart is with the Langon Creek.
I'm ignoring that.
I have been for years.
Footy club and all that, right? And without the support of the volunteers, the trainers, and all that stuff, working in the bar and working in the kitchen and all that sort of stuff, and helping with construction, and it just wouldn't happen.
Well, we had a situation which I mentioned on our opening speech was we don't disengage RSL from this because I had allowed a reasonable amount of money for a scaffold to scaffold the whole building up, and I needed painters to paint these and that, and I had no football people, but I had RSL people. Now I had 75-year-olds up on a scaffold up the top there painting these. doing all sorts of things that were probably that people turn blind eyes to.
And what were you thinking while they were up there on the scaffold?
Very nervous.
Well, I was ready to catch the bits as they come down, but it said like.
Sorry, boys.
As football club, you know, RSL saved us a significant amount of money by doing a lousy job at a lousy time in the middle of the year when we couldn't get football people, but then football people swung in when we couldn't get RSL people. So you know, like we all played a role and all did things at important times when we needed them done, and that's how we could keep our schedule going. Is because they sacrificed other parts of their life to help out.
Yeah.
So,
it's great community effort.
Oh yeah, no, enormous.
That's what community's about.
It is, and again, it's pleasing. I witnessed it. I'll take that to my grave because I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, so, it is amazing. I mean, you said, you know, they're a rebel. I mean, they all are around and they all love their footy.
They're
and stuff
wonderful
like that. When it comes down to the guts and to have a go and it needs to be done, they come.
Yeah, they come.
They come.
You got to growl sometimes.
They do it. Oh yeah.
A bit of growling helps.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Bit of whip cracking.
Yeah, a bit of that, bit of both. And again,
don't tell me you're not a whip cracker, Retallick. I know you.
Well, it's our generation, it's our ilk. We're allowed to be. But our sponsors too, like they gave enormously of their time and their support, and I'm too scared to go see some of my sponsors. I hunted and pushed and sharp, and they gave everything possible. So you know, again, I should apologise for not mentioning them in the first place because
you can mention them now if you want to.
Well, I started with them. They were the first port of call really to get their support, to know where my price structure was, what I actually could allow for, what we could do and achieve. So
give them a plug now. More than one.
I already spoke to them all. They know how I feel, and they know what they've done. So, and again, majority of these sponsors and people, they're all local people. Naturally, I think they can sit with the satisfaction. They know what they've done. And
they're not after community television.
They're not after a pat on the back. So they know what they've done. So, and you know, I thank you. And I have thanked them all individually. But again, very important part of that cog, and I should have said that first up. But I do say that, you know, council, sponsors and volunteers. Okay.
So he had his first sort of real footy hit out last weekend. How did you handle the pace of everything? Full day of football.
Full day of footy. Yeah, no, it's bloody exciting. It was. I stood out.
Winning as well was even better.
Winning's good. I think to see a bunch of girls and boys out there, because it's a girl and boy weekend, utilising the facility and the manner that it was designed to be used for, and have family-friendly atmosphere. You know, big thing. Old footy clubs. Our old footy club was not family friendly, just by the dynamics of the build. You know, it's an enclosed grandstand, which doesn't really facilitate, not really facilitate, but it does enhance comfortability for families to sit down. This is open, it's breezy, it's light, it's colourful. You know, the girls will come in, the mums will come in and feel comfortable. And I think the kids can run around a bit, you know, and it's, you know, it's twice the floor space. You know, we built 638 square metres upstairs there, pretty useful space. And have the RSL museum in there as well, and we opened that up on game day, or we didn't, the RSL chose to. And that's an enormous asset to the community, what those guys do. You know, Bob Super, their curator, does an enormous job with this. But again, this journey started a long time ago. 9 years, David and I sat down and scratched their head.
9 years ago.
9 years ago, to try to find a home for the RSL.
Gee whiz.
And when I was president of the footy club, pre that, I was involved in trying to develop the club as well. So both those issues, we come to an end where we had it, but as luck come, I bumped into Jeffrey Lucy one day, and he decided to come on board. He's our new chair, he's our chair, and we engaged the services of Mike McLaren now, and we built a posse, a pretty skillful people where we lacked skills. We had the army, but we needed a couple of generals, and we picked them up and we moved forward then.
Great.
Without their assistance to develop that, we not be sitting in the place they're sitting in today.
Yeah, yeah.
And also this week we've just received our grant funding to refurbish the grandstand. So
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's great.
The original.
Yeah, that's great.
It's in a small budget, but it's an achievable budget,
Yeah.
and I will start working on that in July, and it'll be finished by Christmas.
Yeah, excellent.
And we'll have our 1955 grandstand back.
Yeah,
Days.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't know that that it was originally a grandstand and then built in and covered over
and all that.
Now, I've got this blurry old photograph I look at up my office, and I go, I've got to make that again. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Another challenge for you, Grant.
One more challenge. I'll do. I just got to finish off what we started.
Yeah, you'll find another challenge.
I think ask Lynn.
Got
plenty more challenges.
Yes.
It is. I mean, for venues to go now, people, the space people need, and a sporting event. What was it? Athletics more event, wasn't it, a few weeks prior to us, to come down, and it's the old thing, you build it and they'll come. You've got the facilities, they'll come, and you can put it out there.
I did use that word when I started.
Yeah, I know, but it is true. It is true. We were the same at Compass, and I was involved in that many years ago. Little building up, turned into the creation. Small building up in there, and it was to build it, and it was just a massive building to take on at that time, and again a lot of that was in the old days. It was all the red scheme and the cancer again, and all the stuff that was thrown in. And it wasn't for all that, wouldn't be possible. Got the building now, they've got the facilities there, and people come now, come to the footy and join in. So now they know that you've got more there, more people will come to the footy, they know they're undercover, and then with the grandstand going up now, it just makes that footy fantastic now. You got that
it's fantastic
coming
like
out.
It is.
It's on the lee of the wind, prevailing winds too. Also, I've sort of missed out the fact that we share a lease at the Oval with the high school.
High school.
Really important. We have a good relationship with Amanda O'Shea, the headmistress, and Kate Burdett, the manager of the school, the administration side of things. We have always have a good dialogue with them. And that's probably one of the big things is they want to use they're growing exponentially every minute of the day, and they want that extra footprint. And they're looking at us, and we're looking at them. So it's really going to be very much a shared facility.
Well, it's very much for the community, isn't it?
Very much so. Yeah, it was always when we started the project, it was a home for the RSL, and they needed to have a home. They needed to stop having chook raffles.
That's right.
They needed to survive. I didn't realise they pay for Anzac Day, a long 10-day remembrance. I didn't realise they pay for that. And probably money goes to Adelaide. And they go broke.
It does.
So who supports them down here? So they needed help. So that was the beginning, and to be with youth of the footy club with girls and boys footy is just going like that. Perfect place for them.
Fantastic.
So they'll stay forever.
Fantastic. Oh, well done, mate. Well done, and congratulations to you on a job well done.
Thanks, Nev. Appreciate it.
Coming up, just while we're talking about Anzac Day, and it's not far around the corner. It rolls in next week.
Yeah, it does roll in.
And you got the local derby.
It's
going to roll in on Anzac Day. So,
Victor Harbour and Encounter Bay.
Yeah, Victor Harbour and Encounter Bay.
We're not going to broadcast that, are we?
Oh, well, I think we might turn up and have
maybe
have
just
a bit
turn
of
up
a
and have
look.
another crack.
Got to. I love them. It's great. It is a great derby. The love and hate relationship is amazing out on the ground.
A lot of fun.
5 o'clock, they're all inside. All mates.
All done.
Around.
I mean, that's how it should be. That's what country community is about.
The boys at Victor Harbour play cricket for Encounter Bay, and Encounter Bay there's cricket and play football for Victor Harbour. It's
you just
really
wait
good.
till Langhorne Creek come. You just wait till Langhorne Creek come down.
Yes, you've got to put up this guy all the time.
We'll have to take our wallets out, I think.
Yeah, here comes the moss.
The moss, the moss.
No moss in my wallet, mate. I never let them in. So thanks, Grant. Very good of you to come along, and I've been wanting to hear about the building, of course, and I'll be there for my special executive chair.
No, I'll probably buy a William Barrett.
So so Victor Harbour and Encounter Bay, the Derby, round 3, of course, on the Saturday at Victor Harbour.
Yep.
So if you're out and about, come on down and have a look at the new club rooms and come and support the support the team. They're big days.
Big days.
Weekend.
And that'll be a wonderful day too.
Split round, of course, Langhorne Creek and Strathalbyn, of course, are playing on the night game, and Willunga and McLaren are playing on the Anzac Day.
So we're broadcasting a Thursday game
game as well, two Anzacs, and then we're going down
game for the local derby.
Going down to check out Grant's place. Trouble getting that app on board. You can go into the Telstra shop there in central Victor Harbour, and
underway here.
Update it for you.
And we're going up. Willunga tried to get away with the ball and he's gone, holding the ball, incorrect disposal, and of course it'll come back to McLaren once again. Young Lachlan Matthews drives his ball up on his flank and he finds his player there, and that's his Thomas Fennerty. Fennerty for McLaren. He goes wider again. And they turn around, they're on the forward flank now, on the scoreboard side, top side, up they go, and that's relieving mark there to Willunga in the back lines.
Big Bass,
the ruckman. Goes up, he goes out and finds Alexopoulos. He drives, handball goes out. Now Willunga driving it down on the barbecue side.
That's
goes up, good stretch there by Willunga. And that one there was Billy Cook.
Ooh.
Billy Cook goes forward and he finds a new player onto here. And that's up and under and he's got away here. Here he goes into his big chest and he marks it.
Big Jakey was going to go on too.
Big Jake Stanfield for Willunga. He had to wait for that, and unfortunately there was two little blokes charging in and they weren't heavy enough to really take him out. He stood under that one for quite a while. So Willunga now into the first minute basically of the game and going to have a shot. Has been their reliable goal kicker all seasons. Has been up in here, drives up, puts it out. Guess what? Oh, the umpire's gone back and says, I'll give it to you. There's the first score on the North Point Fluoro scoreboard. So Willunga go to 25 points, trailing McLaren 43 points.
Slowly come back.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Singles. Footy with the umpire, back in the centre of the ground, up and up we go again, up high they go again. Big Bass just waited for the footy to come down to him, got the tap down, but she's a hairy-fairy bunch on the ground at the moment. Well, McLaren, their player, dragged off the footy. Burdett's got hold of the footy, gets the football squeezed out from the body, out the back door. Willunga got it through Hoffman, gets a hurry kick away forward, good kick. And it's found the player down there in Timothy Boyd. Timothy Boyd plays on quickly, Willunga play on quickly, goes into the goal scorer from last to big Jakey Stanfield, comes off the mitts, punched away and gone over the boundary line. The boundary umpire will throw it in. A bit of time in this pocket down this end. 20 metres around from Willunga goals. They'll square this football up and they go again. Tapped out by Stanfield. Ball goes to ground. McLaren in the control of the footy. They squeeze it, opening door. Long kick down the line. Willunga's queuing up underneath the footy. Mark can't be taken down there for Brownie. Goes in, Haskett's at the bottom of the pack. They've wrapped him up and he's been done by holding the ball, as Trevor already called it before the umpire got the whistle in there, because he had no attempt to get rid of it. McLaren playing quickly. Well, Haskett let that one go pretty easy. He was still complaining to the umpire, but McLaren have turned it over and it's coming back Willunga's way. Willunga will spear the footy back in the centre of the ground, but unnumbered down there, couldn't get their hands up to it. Willunga could come out with the footy, trap it well. The drive kick comes forward, will be inside 50, touched off the boot I think, punched away this by Zohar. Zohar gets it down to a teammate, he's all wrapped up in the middle. They want to repeat the dose.
Won't get that one.
The old bear hug straight on. Boom.
30 metres out, directly in front of Willunga goals. A ball up will happen here. Hunt will probably go up for the rucking Jules. The big fella, he does, goes up, big fist to it, punches towards his goal line, no one there to receive it yet. Hoffman's in there, can't get hold of the footy. Beatty comes around, traps the player, but the footy's away. Oh, high ball underneath it, Burdett, can he control it? Yes! 1, 2, 3, juggle me. That is Marcus Burdett.
He loves this one, doesn't he?
Oh, loves him.
On goal.
Yeah, no, you give him a run at goals and get the old pep in the step going, he's going to come back and haunt you.
He's going back to the centre for it.
Oh, he's better on the run. I like him better on the run in. But
he's definitely going to be having that if he gets his pace up.
Marcus can get this one and get Willunga right back into this game, right in the teeth of it. Bird out. 30 metres out, directly in front, on his way in, drop punt on its way, looks
No
true and
worries.
correct, and straight through the idle diddle. Goal number 4 comes the way of Marcus Burdett. They go to 4 goals, 7 Willunga, 6 goals, 7 McLaren on our North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fluoria Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
Hope that cloud stays covering the sun over there, because it's a lot better to watch. Anyway, the player comes out now, and that was Boyd again from Willunga, and they'll get it over. All he's got to do is miss that, and he trapped that well then, the McLaren player.
Goal.
He's in a bit of trouble.
Yes, in the corner. Umpire's got him.
A little bit unlucky then, I thought.
He
had the chance.
done some money.
Oh,
Had the chance.
2 against 1, Kev, we win.
and I think he's a bit far out to put this one through. This is Willunga from there. Can't see their 50-metre arc from here, but
where the umpire's
umpire's right on it, is he? He comes in there to have his kick, and this is going to go each.
He's got it.
It's go Hunt. And that was into the breeze, and that is Scott Hunt that put the ball through for that goal, and he's the first one to kick more than 1 goal. That's his second goal, so it's 5-7, 6-7. The moment with McLaren, 1 goal in the front.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
Relieve a bit of pressure. Boyd is still down, just getting up, groggy to the legs. Goes out towards the barbecue shed there. McLaren now into attack. Willunga spoiled the
umpire sees that one.
And I thought the knock on Boyd, it should have been FAD. 0-10, and he's given 50 off this one.
That was the old umpire. Well, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, well,
that might have been the square up very quickly.
So McLaren have got a 50-metre, and they're coming from the interchange race. He's going to put him right up on nearly top of the 50-metre arc. So shot on, could be here for McLaren. Just can't pick up is it Gill? I think it is with the footy.
Yep.
It is the big fella. Good kick of the footy. He's got good penetration, so he can handle this breeze. Crosswind. Just gusty now. It's just swirling around a little bit. The whole flags, I just don't know which way to face. But Gill again taking plenty of time. We had a chat at half time about this one, didn't we?
Yep.
So Gill eventually on his way. Kick on its way. Drop kick on its way. Goal umpire's gone for the pacemaker. Only a point. So 6 goals, 8 McLaren, 5-7 Willunga on our North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Willunga quickly with the ball, steps inside, now gets called on and has to handball. Out it comes. Willunga can't pick it up. They finally do. Kicks it in the centre. They find their player quickly there, and Hoff turns around and comes off. Drives up now into the wing. Out it comes the last goal kicker, and he marks, and a good set of two in front of his eyes. And Scott Hunt has got it for Willunga on the wing top side. The breeze slightly favouring. They seem to get death, and out they goes over the head of Stanfield. Off it goes there to Willunga, and McLaren
Just
step over the boundary line for a ball up. A boundary throw in right in the forward pocket, top side here. With Willunga once again into attack. Umpire's got himself set, puts it up. There, look at even the wind push that down. Up it goes. They get it from Willunga out the back. McLaren picks it all up. He gets wrapped up. He turns around, almost picked him up to throw him down.
Here we go.
He was just a fraction off of actually slinging him down. And it's so they're a bit of a hargy-bargy there. Umpire gets it underway again. Up it goes. McLaren gets it. turns around, Willunga throw the player out again, turns around and gets onto it, taps it out they come, Willunga gets wrapped up and it goes over the boundary line for a throw-in where it was about a minute and a half ago. Still in that forward pocket, top side. Willunga doing everything this quarter to get back into it, and they're doing the attacking. Up the ball goes and it knocks down again. So he turns around up into it. Out it comes, goes over. The umpire's picked a free here, and it will go to McLaren's in the back pocket. Their captain there, I reckon. So in Brett Ellis with the ball. I reckon he does know what to do. He'll go down the far side. Takes it out there, goes out there, and he finds his player just bending down to pick it up on the wide side. I reckon that could be our White. White goes out, over the head, goes over, Willunga gets up too. McLaren gets the ball going, goes forward though, turns around, finishes up, and it's over the boundary line.
Free kick.
The free kick to McLaren, right on there in the back flank. Looks inside, not sure what he wants to do here. Umpire calls him play on, so now he's got to drive it down. There's that wind knocking it down again. She goes down, that will go inside. Picks it all up, McLaren, get the foot to it. Big stacks of player over there. Ball's just getting pushed around, poked around right in front of our camera there. Still going on, the umpire. He's picked a free, has he? He's pointing towards McLaren. Yep. So McLaren, for some reason, has got a free kick in there. And they're right in front of the, just on the forward flank, really. That's for Willunga, so defensive side for McLaren. He drives this ball up. That's a better kick into the wind up there. Going up into it. McLaren trying to get it out, but Willunga have got it. Pushes the ball down. Gets into it. McLaren's handball's back out the centre. 3-on-1. Cannot step back into it as he nearly did. Turns around, gets around. McLaren's gone. See you later. Bye-bye, nurse. Too long. Swung him around twice. And they go, Willunga will receive the ball back in there quickly through Miguel.
Collier with the football now, with the footy out on the high side of the wing, penetrates the football inbound, bouncy ball. Billy Cook's got the footy's run down, dispossessed the footy, still alive for Willunga. They trap it, no they don't.
Point.
1 point.
1 point, rolls it over the line for Willunga. They even up the points, 5-8 to 6-8.
Goal of the difference. Ball will be brought back in.
Could turn into half a game.
It could do. Could be anything. He's taken a long time. The umpire's given him plenty of time to kick it back in. A nice high kick. Under the ball out there was Stanfield. And Stanfield already got up.
Stanfield is Stanfield.
And Stanfield has a kick in. Over it goes to the back. Here's a touch. And then he's got to kick it off the ground. I reckon he has to.
Touched.
He must have got it through. Went through the points before that. That was counted, and that is another point to Willunga. They go to 5-9 to 6-8. 5 points the difference, Trev.
Goes off, they bring it back in. Alexopoulos messes it up for Willunga, and McLaren's get the ball into the wing now, drives it up forward. They've got the boy all by himself out there, and that goes around there to Watchman. Watchman pushes the ball up, thank you there. Oh, bad bounce.
The right angles.
For a minor score, it looked good until it kicked to the side. So they go to 45 points, leading Willunga 39 points.
Oh, gee, Watchman, you thought that one was just going to go straight on through. No one home. She got the old Warney leg break. Bounced it through nicely for a point. Sam Alexopoulos with a kick in duties. Gains himself a few extra metres with a new ruling in. Ball comes back down to the pack. Willunga trap it. Again, kick away. Float it down. They're all on their own. Can they work the football? Need to pick it up first. McLaren closing. Handball comes off. Intercepted by McLaren. Well done. Their defence is working overtime. They're doing a pretty good job. Willunga dive on the footy. The stack on the mill. And the umpire will come in and ball up.
Good bounce then, and he'd have been off, wouldn't he?
All on his own. He had a 20-metre break and just could not get that ball to bounce up to him. Umpire with the footy, flicker up in the air, he does. Tap away, punched out by Willunga, grabbed by Willunga again. Handball comes back out over the back of the pack. Kick on its way, kicked in towards the goals. I reckon they've got the extra upper. He has number...
Something 4, yeah.
14, 24. Is it?
Yep, 24. Cameron Hutchins.
So she's all tied away here on Anzac Day at the Willunga Oval with Willunga 6-9. Same dose, McLaren 6-9 on a North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Yeah.
Par's famous fish cafe is renowned for their delicious fish plates, seafood platters and tasty hamburgers. Let local owners Tim and Lisa, along with their friendly staff, welcome you to this iconic cafe in beautiful Encounter Bay. You can choose to dine in or enjoy al fresco dining with world-class ocean views, as well as a large takeaway menu. We cater for group bookings and provide regular live entertainment. Relax on our comfortable leather lounges and marvel at the impressive collection of auto memorabilia. Par's Famous Fish Cafe, a must-see for locals and visitors alike. 61 Franklin Parade in Counter Bay. For bookings, phone 088 1055.
I see his brother there, James Matthews, is in the Crows side, in the Crows SANFL side. Umpire throws the ball up again. Up it goes, down on the ground it goes. Here's a chance for Willunga to pick it up. Oh, gee, they dive in on the back there.
That was a little bit too hard.
He's a little bit too hard, and the free kick there goes to McLaren, to Billy Charler. Charler's got it right in the centre of the ground. And there's a screw drop punt. It's going down there, a little kick out of the pack out there. It's going in danger, and Bass has given away the free kick.
Almost 52, they just dropped the ball.
So the umpire says, well, I'm not going to pick it up, you pick it up
yourself. It was there, but I don't think he wasn't he just toe-poked it, was it?
Yeah, but sometimes you put your foot like that, anything could happen if they got their head over it. Kicks it down to the forward line out there, and smallest man on the ground out there, and Beef takes a mark. Beef kicks it across goal. So you wouldn't have wanted to go on astray then, would it? It would have been a shot for goal where he kicked it backwards, and down the ground it goes for Willunga, and coming out there is a good mark being taken by McLaren. Into the centre it goes, and there goes Gregory. And the umpire says, hurry up and kick it. And Gregory decides he will. Down the line it goes, off hands, over the back of the pack. Picked up this time, McLaren all player went to kick it. Taken off the ball, and the free kick goes to Willunga.
No one high.
And there down the ground, it didn't go far enough.
Dropped it.
Player there dropped it, slipped over as well. So that's double whammy to him. Picked up now. Here's a chance for Willunga. The player there probably dropped it. The umpire was on the other side and couldn't see it. And Lutz led the race for the ball for a while there, but he gave it away.
In the back.
Here goes a free kick out here to McLaren. McLaren got the free kick at round centre half back. The player with the ball there is Steve Carl. We're told to give him a mention too.
Yeah, don't rubbish him though.
Across it goes there to Goodison. Goodison kicks it further down the ground and across the boundary line it goes. No one touched it and went on the full anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Down to the centre half forward area it goes, over the top of the pack. Hook cover over, and if this bounces right, Willunga in business here to get another goal, and over it goes, and that one.
Where did he go with that?
He's missed a lot.
He's missed a lot from the goal square.
From a metre out.
Yeah,
he tried to launch the living suitcases out of it.
No, he tried the check side, and guess what?
Launched the living suitcases out of it, only to dribble off his toe.
He put it on the offside. Off the instep of his boot, and it went the opposite way.
It's made it to about Ganelg, that kick.
It was a missed it by a mile. If he'd had a left foot, it would have been the easiest shot in the world.
I think he could have just dropped it on his toe. That would have probably been the easiest little method.
So McLaren will play on after that shocker.
Dear, oh dear.
By Willunga. Anyway, there's a kick in now by Justin Young. Down the ground it goes, and it doesn't go any distance at all. And that one is taken there by Stanfield. Stanfield centres the ball out there, off hands it goes, and Willunga look like they've got a bit more run at the moment, and here's another long shot
Wonderful.
In, and just as well the fella there didn't try and mark it. I couldn't see his number. If he had it, would have done a tumble straight over the fence, Nifty.
Yeah, ball play on quickly, come up to Kaifa Zohar, still in deep into defence. They've got to work the footy down the line, they need it their end, they need a couple of goals on the board. Even Stevens at the moment. Ball comes back up from Zohar. All he won. That's gone out of bounds. No one touched that one. For a free kick, Willunga. So Willunga to return the favour. Need a target up forward. They need Hunt to come up there and make amends for his bit of a mistake a minute ago. McLaren no working good at ground level. Got hold of the footy. They've got Willunga. They're spinning the party. The umpire will come in and spoil the party and have a ball up 20 metres out directly in front of Willunga goals. Plenty of players around the footy. No one down McLaren's in whatsoever. Up high they go again. What's Bass going to do? He could got pushed off the football. Couldn't do it. Birdie's in there again. Do it. This is where you need him in there. Get up on there. Grab that footy and go. Doesn't happen. Umpire will come in and ball up once again. Bass in the ruck duties. Tapped down by McLaren, picked up by Haskell Stanfield. Hacked out of the ground there by McLaren. Well done by Collier. Gets the punch down. McLaren nearly got away with it. Willunga's got all the footy all trapped underneath him. Umpires at the back of the pack. He didn't see anything going on there. We'll call in for a ball up. Centre wing, Clubroom side. High side. By they go again. All player there from McLaren to the ruckman up and over Bass. Gets the tap down. Pack of players. Can they squeeze out of it? Plenty of red and whites and plenty of Crows jumpers in there. Can't get it again. Now it's the skipper. McLaren trying to get that footy out. Another ball up. Stoppages are coming aplenty. McLaren, Bass gets the tap down. Willunga squeezes the kick away. A floaty, screwy old punt in. Now out comes Jakey Stanfield and slams one straight on the chest. Horrible ball to come a mark, but it sat, waited beautifully for him.
Had a quiet first half though, didn't he?
Very. And Jakey now in line. Distance is not a problem for this bloke. 40 metres out, directly in front. The gusty conditions he has to deal with. And he deal with it better than Mr. Hunt. Stanfield kick is on its way. Goal umpire's gone for the pacemaker. Well, Willunga have hit the front for the first time I think today. 6 goals 10 to McLaren, 6 goals 9 on our North Point Flurio scoreboard.
Yeah, and inaccuracies, it's just one that might hurt them.
Yeah,
but they seem to be getting more control now. In comes McLaren with the ball and bringing up this top side. Up they go over the back. The thump comes behind by Willunga. Snaffled up, kicked up to there, and that's another minor score to number 12. So they get another point on the scoreboard. North Point Fluoro scoreboard. 47 points Willunga, 45 McLaren.
And McLaren go through it again. Short pass in goes to Bradwell. Bradwell's got it now on the back line. He's going to kick across. He finds his teammate over there. And then Zoa didn't gain much out of that.
He finds his teammate up there in Gregory. Gregory's just hiding around the corner, Kev. He's going back to Zoa. They're waxing stats.
Oh, look at the stats they'll make out of this. They're wasting the clock down, but they've got another quarter to go yet. Here's this one that goes near the boundary line. That's gone out on the full.
Well, all those stats didn't help. Copper so far straight out on the full.
Yeah. So now the chance for Willunga to get the ball back into the goal scoring area again.
Yeah, here comes Pam. She'll interfere with it. No, she's gone back. That's on. That's play on.
So that was McDonald kicked it into centre half forward out there. Well, they go on the ground. It's a bit of a scrappy game at the moment. The ball's on the ground a lot. And the umpire will come in and throw it up. Well, Pammy. A bottle of water in each hand.
Struggling into the wind though.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Up goes the ball, it's knocked down again, and the umpire's getting plenty of practice out there and throwing the ball up. And this one's only about 40 metres, straight out in front of Willunga's goals. If they can get a quick kick out of the pack, which they might do here, if this bounces right, he can pick it up. He won't pick it up, but bounces across the line. And that hasn't been touched by anybody.
That's
and the free kick will go to McDonald. McDonald will kick it right back into that forward line. The tall players go for it. They can't do anything with it. Here's a chance for Burdett. Gets a hand pass away, and that is a shot in for goal, and it's a minor score only to Willunga. They go 6-12, 6-9, 3 points ahead of Willunga.
Quickly bored in. They've had a short kick into the pocket by McLaren, and they've found his player again there. And this one is Vanderleer. Joel Vanderleer on the back flank. Floats it. Look at that wind push it down. So it's obvious the scoring in the Willunga going to. Up it goes. Hits the ground. Willunga bring it out. Series of handballs. Over it goes rear to.
That's out. Gone.
It's gone. Yep. Out to there. Haskett got that one and couldn't get into it. And she goes around for a relieving kick in the back pocket to McLaren's. And you can tell that this is a busy quarter. Scoring end, Kevy, because there was 5 McLaren water boys from us to the point post. Work that one out. So anyway, the ball comes back in now. Up she comes to the wing. Up there goes big buddy. Bass gets it.
Well, you thought he's going the other way then, I reckon.
He pushes them through for another 10 metres in and gets the man off the mark. Goes in Burdett. Burdett stretches high and takes it above his head. Now he drives in, just pokes it up there for the leading player coming out. Hand gets into it. McLaren's handball's out. Handball comes back again. Over it goes there then, and that one went around to Gill. Brendan Gill gets it. There was a umpire.
It's going to come back free kick. Your player taking too high, number 24.
You got to whack around the ears as he got rid of the ball.
He didn't know whether he was going to pay an FAD, but the umpire pointed back, so It will come back onto the back flank and come back to McLaren's. McLaren's in Thomas Fennerty with the ball. Short kicks it, finds his player all by himself at centre half forward, and that turns around and goes to Bradwell. Bradwell from McLaren. They just want to wind the clock down here. They've been hurt already with all these goals. In they come. He'll go the clubroom side. No problems at all. There's a late bump again. The umpires haven't really picked them up today. Up they go, right up on the wing. McLaren's trying to get it out. Alexopoulos can't get it for Willunga. Turns around, goes down. Stack's going down over there. Willunga. McLaren's trying to hold it up. Willunga trying to break it out. And the umpire finally has to come in, and he will ball it up on the true wing on the clubroom side. Looks around now. Gets them all set. Up they go, turn around, big thump by Willunga out the back out there, comes forward, goes up, gets wrapped up on the wing though, and this will go down. The umpire says, I'm coming to repeat it. More forward of the wing now with Willunga's attacking zone. Up she goes, turns round, Ruckman goes up, comes straight to the ground, Willunga throw it out, McLaren's get it though, handball goes back, finds his player, wheels back in, comes inside, finds himself out there, and that one goes to Lutz, Brian Lutz.
Son of
the great Jerry Lutz.
Song.
Off he goes. Drives this ball up, still on that low side, it goes around, up on the forward flank, comes around, stacks on McLaren's, get the ball out, makes the break, goes out there, can't pick it all up, stands around, strides back in, steps inside, kicks the ball, turns around, that looks pretty good, and he comes back in. Whoever it was has kicked it, Kevin, so goes on to there. So on the scoreboard, McLaren finally get one. They go 7-1 to 7-9, 51, leading Willunga by 48 points.
At North Point Fluorio, we're committed to creating memorable experiences for our guests, which is why you'll now find Victor Harbour Toyota, Victor Harbour Mitsubishi and Victor Harbour Hyundai at one convenient location, Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour. Whether you're looking for a new Mitsubishi, new Toyota or new Hyundai, or need your vehicle serviced, we're committed to helping make your experience feel a little easier, creating memorable experiences. It's North Point Fluorio's way. Visit us at Adelaide Road, Victor Harbour or northpointfluorio.com.au.
Picked the ball up in the centre.
Hanging
the
on
umpire
too long.
says he's been held onto as he went to pick up, and the free kick out there goes to Vanderlua. Vanderlua does a little pass in, only just gone its distance, goes over there to Gregory.
Right on the pitch.
He doesn't want to kick it on the cricket pitch.
Number 13, Eric Hansen.
Eric Hansen, was it? Anyway, there's the kick out there by Vanderlua. Down in the forward line it goes. Coming out now is Willunga. Series of hand passes. I won't want to make less of this because it's not far from the siren time for three-quarter time here now as they head off their way to goals. If this can be picked up and kicked in quickly, the siren might just beat them out here as it goes across the ground, and this is going to be hard to mark because the players there looking into the sun.
It's going to beat everybody.
It's going to beat everybody. I think it will beat them. Oh no, it won't beat everybody. Oh, what's he done there? No, he hasn't done anything. They knocked the ball across the boundary line and out of bounds. Right in front of us.
Now, this is the longest it's gone so far, Kevin, because it's only been 25 and a half.
28 minutes has gone in this third term. Been a few goals kicked down this term. The boundary umpire throws it in. Up it goes. Pushed down there by Willunga. Coming through now is McLaren. Can they get it to all?
There she goes, the
pushed in the back. He wouldn't kick it from there even if he got the free kick. So at three-quarter time, Willunga 6 goals, 12. Trailing
7 goals, 9.
McLaren 7 goals and 9.
Yep.
3 points.
3 points. 51 to 58. So goal kickers, I'll quickly go through. For McLaren, Eric Hansen has 2 singles to Brett Ellis, Brendan Gill, Jess Watchman, Max Wakefield and Evan Williams. And for Willunga, a couple of multiple ones there. Cameron Hutchins with 2, Scott Hunt with 2, should have been 3, Jake Stanfield with 1, and Marcus Burdett with 1.
Willunga seem to have...
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast? There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
Before you take off on your next trip, don't pay for taxis or for expensive parking stations. Enjoy the convenience of airport security parking. Simply drive to us. We'll then whisk you and your luggage to the terminal door in just minutes. While you're away, we'll keep your car safe and secure. Then pick you up from the airport when you return at a very small daily rate. It'll change the way you travel forever. Airport security parking. Book online at asparking.com.au.
Change the scoreboard to final quarter too, that's it. I wasn't sure if you were in fourth or final. Final. Yeah, I was going to check the scoreboard.
Seems like we
say from the umpires about a clarification of the rule of it.
Thank you.
Plays football, it's a good idea if they... car or, you know, you
Fall
never know.
over the fence.
I mean, if they're running along, there's lots of times cars.
I'll talk to you at the end of the game.
Umpire's just waiting here now. He looks around, he gets the all clear, and he's going to set up for the last quarter here on Anzac Day at the Willunga Oval. Great Southern Football League. Holds the ball aloft. Here they go. This is it for today. So up they go. Comes round. Willunga relieve it out the centre though. Goes forward. Oh, fumbles and can't get it out. They had the Haskett coming past him. McLaren's jumping back in onto it, and she gets wrapped up on the forward flank, and the umpire will come in to ball it up. Willunga trying to head straight back into attack then. They get up there now in Bradwell gave it back to them. Up they go. Turns around, Willunga gets the tap out wide. McLaren's are trying to pick the ball up. Goes around, Willunga still pushing forward, Haskett goes, drives it up now. Wynn pushes it down. Oh, could have paid a free kick they had.
Yeah.
Yep, I reckon that was Jerry's lad, was it? Or anyway, McLaren's in the back line, got it in the back. So he has the ball. Still on the scoreboard side, the top side though. He will bring it up this side. Goes up. Hangs it up in the breeze. You can see it just coming back through into it. Goes on, Willunga over the back, trying to push it forward. Can't. McLaren's trying to pick it up. Goes over and pushes it over. The boundary line will come into it, and she'll be a ball up. And over to you, Kevy, if you like, because I'm blocked out.
Yeah, well, the ball has gone across the boundary line. The boundary umpire's got hold of it, and he will toss it back in just as the sun now bursts through the clouds
for the whole quarter
and makes it hard to watch. The umpire throws it in, pushes it down. Here's a chance out here for Beefy. Puts it on his left boot. Goes about 2 metres though. Only as far as Brett Ellis, and Ellis will put it back into the forward line. And here's a chance now for the other player coming through in Gill. Gill for McLaren. He nearly gets a mark to his teammate out there. The umpire says, did he pay the free kick? No, he didn't need to because Beefy's got it. Beefy, he's got it straight to the opposition. Put it on the right boot. Gee. That is a bad mistake, Beefy. You can't give a goal away this early in the last quarter, if that's what it happens.
That's a shocking
But anyway, it's just as bad a kick gone down the other way now, and the McLaren player kicks it back the wrong way. Little now kick now, will it stay in or won't it stay in? I think that's pushed across the line, and the boundary umpire will come along and throw it in. Yeah, bad mistake then by Beefy. He had plenty of time to kick it too, and went off the side of his boot straight to the opposition. From the throw-in, ball goes down, out the back. Willunga's got hold of it. I think he ran into his own player first, and the umpire will come and throw it up again. Well, there's only 2 players in one half the ground out there at the moment. Nearly all of them are around the ball. Umpire throws it up again. Up it goes. McLaren flies high for it. Can't do anything with it though. We've got the numbers out there, and I wish they leave their dogs home, people that bring them to the football. Yeah. You can't believe how many people bring their dogs to football when they don't need to.
Park at the front door of the caravan while they have a chinwag.
Yeah. From the kick into the forward line, here's a chance now for Willunga to get the ball away. Little kick down the ground, finds his mark out there, and that one's gone to Meagle. Meagle now, he gives it across to his teammate out there in Sam Alexopoulos. He doesn't normally waste a kick, and he hasn't done it this time. He's got it across the ground. On the ground out there to Beef. Beef finds his teammate further down, and the ball will be belted across the line here and out of bounds right under the timekeeper's box. So not much scoring happened here in the first 3 minutes. 6-12 to Willunga, 7 goals, 9 McLaren.
Yeah, in a bit of a stalemate, lockout. Ball comes back in again, tapped up over the bank of the players, socket off the ground. It is by Willunga. Bouncy ball inbound. Willunga will pick up the footy, protected in there, tries to work around the pack, kick around the body, check side coming. It's gone right across the face of goals. Boundary umpire comes into play about 20 metres across the face, and McLaren, of course, will get the free kick in. I wouldn't touch that one. So McLaren will come out high side if they want to. Yes, they are going to. High side it is. Up underneath the 40, parked under at Fennerty. Gets the footy punched away from him again. Oh, Willunga, McLaren player tackled there. Probably not deemed to have the football. And
he did have, but he never had it for long, did he?
Yeah, it's been swung out of bounds. And the boundary umpire off hands will come in and throw it in once again. And umpire throw it in. Big Bass needs a big punch here. He does get the punch away. Tipped over to Boyd. Boyd gets it on the second bounce up. He's tackled. Well tackled. Throws the call from the umpire. Illegal disposal. Free kick to McLaren. McLaren. They need every kick to go. Wait properly. Come up high side. Gill target. Well punched away. It is by Sam Alexopoulos. Gone to the boundary line. Boundary umpire's earning his quid this quarter.
I hope these people have fun bringing their dogs to the local football, because they won't be bringing them to the finals this year. Cars will not be allowed in that have got dogs in them.
Ball comes back in. Well done there by the skipper and McLaren and Nellis. Umpire says no, we want to replay that one, do we? I think he does.
I think it went off at a fair sort of angle.
What happens if it's a dog sled?
What happens if it is? You'd have to get through the snow, wouldn't
it? Yeah. Ching, ching, ching. Boundary umpire. This time Bass gets the thump back. Chance here for the Boyd to run onto the football. Can't beat the boundary line. Boundary umpire repeats the dose again. Still working hard for it. They just need a break. One side gets the break here, and you can see all hell's going to break loose, I reckon.
It is.
High throwing again, that's better. Well done by McLaren. Held his ground. Haskett's gone in, spoiled the party. Tries to squeeze it out with the skipper, and Ellis gets it through McLaren. Good hands. McLaren opens up into the forward lines. 1-on-1. Party hanging on to. Umpire sees it for hanging on. McLaren will have a shot on goal. 20 metres out directly in front.
I think he was prepared to let them both go until the McLaren bloke had the break out the back, and then Willunga played.
He got hold of his shirt, didn't he?
Yeah.
So McLaren was shot on through Max Wakefield.
Well, you score something, you would think. Although we've seen someone miss it from a metre out.
We've seen it all today. Wakefield on his way in from McLaren goes back and lays back, and he's put it straight over the top of the goal umpire's head. That is a true goal for McLaren. They move along to 8 goals 9 to Willunga 6 goals 12 on a North Point Fleurieu scoreboard.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
And gets it to thump down there. Willunga try to pick it all up. It's in the back, is it? Yep, high. Shoulder high, Willunga with a free cuck.
You just signalled the wrong way.
Understand, yeah. Goes to Craig Nelson for Willunga. Drives us up to centre half forward. Up they go. McLaren's in the front. Over the back, picked up beautifully there by Miguel. Miguel gets the ball up. McLaren's relieving in the back flank. Go quickly down the outer side, down the lower side. Over it goes. Quick run through there. Goes up. Not much in the centre here going onto it. Willunga come out. Handballs back. Gets around to Beath. Beath kicks it forward. Tries beautifully. Trap, and he's wrapped up. Beautiful.
Straight into a pack.
Umpire's gone holding the ball, is he? Yes.
Yeah. He's a
pretty tough.
Wasn't
He half volleyed that, and as he stood up, he got tackled. Well, so yeah, tough call for even from this side. But so McLaren's with it right in front of the club rooms over there. Drives up now in their forward flank. Up they go. Can't get it up to it. Slammed out. Goes into it. And umpire goes holding on, and McLaren's get another free kick here. Handball it back. Back it goes to McLaren. Forward wing he is. Drives this ball up. He's up and under that one. Needs to come out. Goes onto it. And
skipper.
Let it go.
Gets it over. Drives over. Kicks all up. He's happy. He's got going. He goes around there. And that one there was Brett Ellis, wasn't it? Yep. Turned around. He gets his second. So on the North Point Fleurieu scoreboard, we have 9 goals. 9 to McLaren's 63 to Willunga. 6 goals, 12, 48.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
From Willunga in Bass, and it's into another stack of players, and the umpire will throw it up again.
Meagle at the bottom of the pack again.
I mean, this is just one rolling
tackle.
Scrabble from one into the other, isn't it? Just a couple of metres away, and it's happened again. Another throw up. And the ball now has got about 30 of the 36 players around there. Chance now for McLaren to get the ball down the ground. This will get the runners. This will be interesting to see who gets there first. Willunga get there first, gets a hand pass away, Albany hand pass to his teammate in all sorts of trouble out there. I think he has too. He tried to break the tackle, get away, and McLaren will have a shot on goal. Gee, you wouldn't want to play night football with these jumpers on, would you? You wouldn't be able to see it.
This is Watchman turn. I'll tell you what, he's got a huge leg on him, this guy.
Cool play on.
Cool play on, and the Willunga player was just hanging on, waiting for something like that to happen, wasn't he? Here's a chance now for McLaren. They got the ball in their forward line. They got the players there ready to get in the packs, and Willunga hold it up. And it's just one group of players move from one area to another, just like a big shoal of fish, isn't it? The shark after
Blood rule for Scanlon.
So at the 11-minute mark of the final term, it's 9-9 McLaren, 6 goals, 12 Willunga. That's 63-48, 15 points the difference.
Yes, so Scanlon going off, Blood will come on, so play can come straight on. He has through the gate and held on back, run forward. Just waiting for play to go off. He does all clear.
Yeah,
okay, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, he's got to wait because the play. Scanlon was right at the ball, so he's coming in.
He's going to let him come back in.
Let him get. Well, he didn't let him come back in. He should have let him come back where he went from.
Ball comes back up. The bounce comes down. Pretty like Kev said before, there's a hack of players around the footy. It's just a scrum on through. No, it's not going anywhere. And the umpire will come in and ball up. Very far away from the boundary line. Flicks it up in the air again. Big Bass needs to clear it. Sticks it down the throat of Scooter Brown. Brownie gets the ball back out. Bounces up over the top of Bird out. Watchman comes through. He's just gang tackled.
Got him
no, he let him get away with that one. I think they won a Meagles though when he just turned and got tackled and got holding the ball. I can't see any difference in what that one was. But anyway, up it goes again. Watchman has to do the ruck work. Bass comes through with the footy tucked under his wing. Still trying to go with the footy. The umpire said it's still wrapped in there, boys. We'll come in and ball up once again. Bit of a stalemate, 12.5 minutes gone. This is the last quarter. Flick up in the air again. Bass little tap down to McDonald. Umpire says no, I'll have it again. Do a lock in. Umpire flicker up in there again. Both Ruckman doing it. Bass gets a bit of a roundhouse into it out towards the barbecue tent. McLaren hopping around the back door. Put an aerial one up in the air. Underneath it as Ellis gets pushed off the football. Haskett comes through for the footy. He can't get it. McLaren's got it. Man, Haskett's got hold of him. And of course, we'll have another ball up. Ball up. 40 metres out, directly in front of McLaren's goal. I think one more goal here from McLaren will just about end the circus. Bass at his own way, punch the football out, goes out wide, off hands to Haskett. Haskett now gives it down to Timmy Boyd. Well, the Boyd ball just sits and props in front of him. He has to run to it. McLaren's got all the time in the world to jump all over Timmy Boyd. And another stoppage will come into play. Well, it's 6 goals, 12 Willunga, 9-9 McLaren on our North Point Fluorio scoreboard.
Right in front of the barbecue hut, the ball goes up. Over there again. Willunga once again, he's got him for high, so it's a free kick to Willunga, and it's a ruck infringement, I reckon. And Big Bass has got the ball for Willunga. He's on the back flank though. Willunga have got to get up and need to get goals. He turns round, steps back inside and finds Brown. Brown's gone backwards for this, but he's gone to the centre. They will not score goals from there. He short kicks into the centre. That's bad play there by McLaren's. Handball's off. Finds his player running through the centre. Bounces. Could go. Oh, the player took the player out, and he has. He's tripped him. Gave away the free kick. Silly play. You can't take his legs out. You can see the attitude, but he got too slow and he caught the player's legs, and so he took him as a trip. Crowd's not happy, but I can tell you that is correct, though. He puts a big screw up into it, puts it all up over the back. Spoil comes from Willunga, goes off hands, over the boundary line in the forward pocket. McLaren's into attack for a ball up. Turn around, said you can bump a player, you can't take his legs out, so even trying to defend. So, yep, a few players out there, people out there are relaying the rules to the barbecue hut here, so... In it goes. Oh, he whirled that one down low. Up they go down into there. Comes out. Willunga get the ball up. Alexopoulos, he gets wrapped up, and it's still in the forward flank here for McLaren.
You can't see Willunga kicking 3 goals, can you?
No, ticking away now.
Lucky to get any.
Especially if it's up this end. Up it goes. Picked up there by front forward by McLaren's. McLaren's get picked up over the centre, and she goes over the boundary line once again. Boundary umpire right in the forward pocket this time on the top side here for McLaren. Umpire will repeat it. Get it up in the air. That's a better one. Up she goes over the back, pushes underneath, turns around. McLaren gets it. Handballs out. Handballs back, misses his target. Turns around, gets up into it. He gets tackled, goes into it. Turn around, goes down. The umpire looks into him. He says, "Nope, I'm going to ball this one up." Centre forward now, virtually just inside the 50-metre arc.
8 players are not in it.
In we go now. So there's still a few at the back ways, which is alright. They can't stack it too much. Pushes underneath. McLaren's try to thump it up again. Goes up. Aerial ping pong now. Thumped up and down. Here they go. Willunga throw it out wide. Picks his player out there. Goes down to the wing now. Goes out there. Good spoil from behind by McLaren's. He picks it up. Spins around. Tries to handball it. You've got a free kick here to Willunga, and it goes into the back flank here on the Clubroom side. Quickly drives the ball up. Could have been Burdett, I reckon. Goes up to him, puts it over. McLaren recover quickly, misses a handball inside though. Willunga come up, try to pick it all up. He drops the ball, gets away with it though. Umpire's looking at this and will come in for a ball up on the forward flank, still with McLaren's advantage. Umpire throws it up now, goes over, Ruckman goes up, McLaren's comes through, gets the ball, gets wrapped up to it, and umpire says, hang on, that's all, holding the ball, and it'll be Willunga's kick. Quickly, they know they're in trouble. The handball goes off of him, goes up the forward flank, up it goes, McLaren come back, can't get it, kick quickly though, out the repeal, goes out onto the centre, and that's a mark there to Willunga, and that one there is Craig Nelson. Nelson drives up to centre half forward, over the back, Beath gets it, turns round, steps inside, he gets wrapped up, could be high, and it is too high, and Beath will get the free kick, drags him in really quick. Not tall, as soon as the tackle comes in, the knees buckle down and the shoulder goes up, and it always slips over high. So Willunga really need this one. He's going to kick from a distance out. He can get the distance, but it will need to be a clean strike on it. Waits all up. Takes his time steadying around. He hasn't kicked real good today so far. Drives it all up. Looks pretty good. Straight through. So there it goes. Willunga finally get their others one. 7-12 on the North Point Fluoro scoreboard to 9 goals 9.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Well, coming through, Will picked up down there by Boyd. Boyd will get ball into the forward line. Over it goes. Here's a chance down there for Willunga, and that was Billy Cook, I think. They might have had that.
Oh, that was in the back.
A couple just pushed it down. Down they went.
That's a sling tackle.
There's plenty of them going down out there now. It's nice and hard to see looking into that sun as the ball goes over the back back of the pack.
2 on 1
though. Got a bit of
though.
run in them out there at the moment. And the umpire, what do you say here? The ball going out of bounds, or is he coming in to throw it up? Gee, it went from one end to the other very, very quickly.
Boundary umpires are going to be the winner in this one, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was a good one. It was 2 on 1, and McLaren's just got away with that one by being slung over the boundary.
Anyway,
Up she goes.
ball's thrown in again. In it goes. Down it comes on the ground. There's nearly a big clash there, but they got away with it. And is that holding the ball? The umpire says it is holding the ball. And Willunga will get it away from centre. Or get it over the centre. They decide to kick it backwards first. There's another little kick down the ground. They fly high off hands. That one goes. Must be close to the boundary line over there. McLaren player gets in the way and he's just mowed over down there. It's like the horde's coming after you and you just got to get out of the way. And Willunga again gets it.
Good kick.
Now, over it goes now to number 11 there, McDonald. McDonald kicks it in.
Beefy.
Always a chance for Beef. Beef kicks it out in front of his teammate down there, but he grabbed hold of it for a short time. The umpires let play go on. I reckon that went off hands and the other side of the post. So 7 goals 13 Willunga, 9 goals 9 McLaren, 63 plays 55.
Yeah, I thought they were setting that one up. They needed it.
Nearly 21 minutes gone.
Running out of time, I think they needed that goal. McLaren with the kick-in duties. Plenty of room to clear himself. Does. Comes the high side. Go on full-on attack. By that go again. Well done. Haskett stays down. Goes backwards to Samuel Alexopoulos. Alexopoulos can go short with a spear pass. The instinct pass is not good. Straight over the top of Hoffman's head. McLaren now with the work. Oh, they clear out wide to the tea-room side wing. Can chip the footy down long and low, up over the back. The run works in the favour for McLaren. He just needs to pick it up and does. Handball forward. Apollos all over him. Well done, McLaren. Keep it trapped up in front. Goes to the boundary line.
He's given him a free kick for holding the ball.
Holding the ball.
He handballed it out and then chased and he got tackled and didn't take it back and the umpire said no. So free kick Willunga.
Willunga. Like Timmy Boyd with Scotty Brown with the kick-in duties. Backwards it goes to Sam Alexopoulos. Can squeeze through the centre corridor, run his full measure, loads up the kick's not too good. Goes to ground again. McLaren squeeze it away. Can Willunga trap it up? They can't see the footy, can't mark it. Ball back again. Handball come back. The handball is off target. Soccer forward, clever by McLaren. The run's on now for Collier. Collier's got to kick it up and go clean. He does up to Haskett. Haskett spear pass into the skipper in Beef. Beathy right in front of us. No good looking across there, Beathy. The goal's at the other end. And he's going to go backwards. He's going to go backwards a long way.
A lot further back. He's nearly kicked
He's
the goal.
nearly kicked the goal. I don't know which way. It's a long way from home there, especially with only 9 minutes. The ball in safe hands of McDonald for Willunga. They're going around the tea room side to the barbecue shed. Put some sauce on that birdie while you're out there. To Sam Alexopoulos. He swung off the footy. McLaren, the 1-2. Handball back inside. Comes back up forward. Oh, nearly a great mark. Well done by Brownie. Brownie gets dispossessed. Collier gets dispossessed. McLaren into it. Collier going hard again for the football. Head down, bum up. He's got it underneath him and trapped. The players around him are asking the question. McLaren's going to tap. He one up. They've got to come back out wide. Beathy's out on the clubroom side. They don't. They go back to the barbecue shed again, but it's McLaren just queuing up and waiting for who's going to mark the footy and kick it back in. They wheel around the body. Low trajectory kick into Watchman. Didn't make it to him. Bounced in front of his ankles. Handball goes back to McDonald. He kicked it straight into Josy. And he's kicked it off target and clean across the ground there for the skipper there for McLaren and out of bounds on the full.
A minute of time on gone.
Right in the back pocket. Beathy with it. Short kick. Goes into the full forward position. Finds his player in Brown. Willunga. They will not win if they chip this ball backwards and try to keep control. Drives this ball up now. McLaren's got themselves set up in the line in the back lines. That's a good strong man. Hunt gets it from Willunga. Puts it forward. Out goes. He finds his player going out just in the centre there. Goes off. Turns around. Drives it. Kicks in the man on the mark. Goes off. McLaren's recover. Willunga picked it all up. Beautifully spin around there by Willunga. Goes out wider. Burdett goes out. Tries to find the player on the lead. Can't get to it. And it goes down off McLaren's, pick the ball up. They're going the clubroom side. Steps back inside. Handballs now. The running player coming past. He handballs again to the wing. Steps inside. He gets tackled. Put around right in front of the clubrooms. Umpire same as us, looking into the sun. Comes in now and he says, I'm going to ball it up.
You can't even see them out there.
Right in front of the clubrooms it is, from the grandstand.
No, he's
No, he's
finally
given
given
a
up.
kick.
He's given the free kick to Willunga, and
Yes.
so he should have too.
Willunga with the kick now, drives this ball up, send it up to the forward flank. Out they come, over the back. Willunga can't take it. Gets it up, handballs there. Goes back around. McLaren's got control. They break it out again. Drives this ball back down the wing. Over the top it goes. Up onto the wing now. Goes over the boundary line. There'll be a free kick to Willunga for not being touched right in front of the barbecue hut.
2.5 minutes of time on, gone.
Turn around. Not too many goals this quarter either. Willunga kicked the ball back in, goes up on the wing and he finds his player. Plays on quickly, he's gone. Oh, gets the ball away. Tackle the whistle.
It's a whistle, he's bringing it back.
Throw, he's picked up.
Who's he giving it?
But he's giving it to Willunga. Why would you disadvantage to that? They had control of the ball and they had the ball when they went away.
I don't know what.
Don't know. Anyway, I reckon it's Burdett with the ball over there for Willunga. Needs to move it. He comes into the centre. At least they'll get a breakout, but they won't get it now. Now it goes back. This is not good play for a side behind. Turn around. He's wasting nearly half the exact time going on. Over the top it goes. Come back down there too high. Willunga's free kick. Still only in the centre though. Spins around. Drives it out wide. McLaren just picked it all up. And there's a free kick, and it wasn't there. The Grizzling Willunga at the back for one, but McLaren will relieve this on the back flank. Now he's called to play on. Brings it the top side. 1-on-1 here. This big tall boy goes up with a short speedy one. McLaren's try to pick it all up. Goes inside. Willunga have control in Beath. Beath spins it around. Kicks it all up. That's the mark. Off he goes around. Spins up now. Up in the goal mouth. Up it goes. McLaren's over the back. I reckon she's off hands. Should be a point. The umpire's not paying it. No,
He's taking his flags away and he's going up.
Taken away, so the score does not count. So the final score on the North Point Flurio scoreboard is McLaren 9 goals 9, 63, defeating the home side Willunga 7-13, 55, and I would say at 6 points that probably costed Willunga the game, especially the first quarter.
6 points and missing the goal from
there's a couple from the
metre
skipper
out.
in Beath there. Hunty, that one that should have been just dribbled off the boot, tried to plaster it to Ganelg and it made it. Across the face, you know.
No goals in the first quarter and
6
kicked all
points in the
points.
first,
It's
yeah,
not good.
The first quarter really let them down for kicking the goals.
Well, it was 20 shots to 18 and, McLaren kicked better. 9 goals 9.
Yeah.
Played better.
Yeah.
I think some of their taller players probably told in the end, and, the likes of the little bloke there in Brett Ellis.
Skipper let his way again, didn't he? Yeah.
Brendan Gill, other players in there. Eric Hansen was another one that was in and out of the game. So, look, I think we're set for a pretty good season.
Oh, we certainly are indeed. I'm with you. I think the cool head of Brendan Gill and plenty of time when the set shots he did have and had the shot on the goals there. Like he got a good pass off. He set the guys up and didn't waste any real kicks and just settle it down. And they were running a bit more in a pack. McLaren, they looked like they had a bit more leg speed on Willunga. The story was they were going tall. Well, they come out fast.
Certainly did. And like I said, Willunga were chopping and changing, but when you're behind the last quarter and you're getting into time on, you can't go backwards to try and... If you if you go backwards, then the first immediate run must be a huge attack down that side. Open it up and rip them open. And that's what McLaren did early. And of course, in the end, Willunga had to really bomb it up, and McLaren had set up good defensive lines.
4 minutes to go. I can't believe he went back to full back.
The
kick backwards to go when you're a couple of goals down. You just got to go.
Well, you've got to risk it, don't you?
Full on attack and go. And didn't happen. But
we need those fancy signs up with.
Yeah. Let's go to the AFL.
A minute to go.
A minute to go. 2 minutes to go.
And I won't tell you, Cookie, who picked the side, but we'll keep that quiet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Away again. One more game.
One more game. Anyway, well done there in the Anzac medal. Will go, you would think, probably to a McLaren player.
Well, yeah.
They got there.
Look, I think the two. I didn't mind. I didn't mind Gill's game. It looked like consistent all through the tour, and Bass's game was just outstanding for Willunga Day. That's
probably if you give him the best player on the ground, Bass would get.
Yeah, you would have to think so. Yeah.
Usually on the days, and you don't give it to the losing
side.
You
don't give it the losing side, do you?
No, I don't think
you see what happens.
I don't think they've done that since the days of Nathan Buckley.
I think Buckley got it and threw it on the ground or something, didn't he? Or chucked it away or gave it to someone in the crowd.
Yeah, someone who cares, I think.
I think the winning side probably needs to get it to keep everyone happy anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be done in the rooms because they're not holding up the players out up on the ground, so they're all moving from the ground. So, Cookie, that ends the wrap here at Willunga. We don't have to wait for any scores around the grounds as in yet, because we've got about an hour to go before your beloved Langhorne Creek take on the neighbours there in Strathalbyn in Derby round this weekend. So, final scores here at the Willunga Oval. It is McLaren victors 9-9 to Willunga 7-30.
Now, to complete round 3.